Can you guys hear me now? Tyler, we can't fucking hear you. Thank you. Thank you for calling and telling me. Yes? See? It should be. Super professional, Mike. Hi, Grind. Okay, thank you. All right. Appreciate you. Okay, let me go back and look now. So, okay, what I was saying was I was laughing because they're like, foosball, like question mark, who? J.R. Boston's like, popular demand by who? I said 3 people. Uh-oh. You're heading for disaster, Rob, on here. You don't look, sound, or act like a guy who is clean or is going to stay clean. You are a compulsive liar and a glory hound. It's a matter of time, my friend. Oh, I don't disagree that maybe it's a matter. A glory hound. Peter, pumpkin eater. Are you a Gotti fan? Or not a Lee Cole fan or whatever? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? And guess what? Let's assume, for example, that Peter was right. And let's leave this up here. I'm gonna give it to him. Let's assume that he's right. Compulsive liar. Was Tony in the military? Did Jimmy Calandra go in a hotel room naked with Tommy's friend? I mean, I can go on and on. Why am I doing this for a Peter Pumpkin Eater? Convict Inc., the notification. My question for Mike Miller, with knowing Convict Inc. on the inside and being in the free world, what do you feel that? Wow. That was Barbara. Okay, now I know why they're saying you're like Barbara Walters. But yeah, so this is the bad thing I do is I'll focus in on the hateful comments because yeah. Anyway, I'll go back. So when Mike comes on, he hasn't grabbed his link yet. He was actually leaving. World parts questions. The gem that you had dropped on us were quality. With that being said, what are your contributors? Yeah, I got you. The truth is I'm wasting my life. Henry is like Barbara Walters. No sound, no sound. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Can't hear, no sound. My contribution to the world. Oh, who's going to tell him? Okay, we got it. Carmela. Yo, yes. Yeah. Okay, good to go. Grind, I hear you. Some have to get some sleep. Now, who's ball 4? Jared Boston, Barbara Walsh says, I take that. It's better than what the judge told me. A danger to the community, all in good fun. Hey, Rob, what's up, Steve? Grind Jr., ignore him. That's okay. Muted. No, I'm going to go back and Rob, you're going to be okay, bro. At some point in my life. Don't look, act, and sound. Bro, I'm trying to get on here. Send me a link. Mike, I did. Okay, so hold on. Invite. If you guys copy. Gmail. Okay. See. Oh, send. Yeah, Mike. Okay. Mike, if not, call me back over here and tell me what's up. So I have somebody coming on. For real? Okay. Grandma. Okay, here we go. Shoot, I'm sorry. No, bro, I'm trying. Convict Inc. Thanks for putting up the questions. I go for the questions that will make someone's head explode. I got you. I'm gonna go back for sure as soon as Mike gets here. OG. Okay, here we go. OG Mike D. Mine. Anyway, recently I was hooked up with somebody that you guys watch the Mayan Sons of Anarchy, stuff like that. So there's a character out of there that I'm getting ready to have on. I thought it was going to be today, but it'll be probably Tuesday as of last night. Shoot, I don't think he knew how to drop the link. No, that's not. I couldn't drop a link if that's what you're asking, Grind Junior. I can drop a link on StreamYard, but my StreamYard services ran out. Get it together, fucking amateur, for sure. What's up? I have twice now. I have okay. They can hear you, so hold on. Invite. I have twice, Mike. Okay, hold on. Copied. Copied. Gmail. I hear her. Is that your daughter that just got there? Oh. Okay, hold on. I just sent it. Okay, I just sent it again. Is it there? Oh, JR, but I'm not trying to be like anybody. Stupid character. Oh, if you're talking about yesterday, Boston, dude, let me tell you something. It was hilarious. StreamYard. Yes. What's up, Dubad? The bladder situations. Tell me when you got it. Yeah, I just had a cancer check. What? It was a few weeks back, and it was clear, and I was surprised, to be honest. But thank you for asking. Top G. What's Top G saying, huh? Let's see. What kind of breaking news did Top G just have? Show. It wasn't funny. Hey, it JR Boston. Let me tell you something. Where's the back? Here, hold on. You know how many people I got that wrote me just they were peeing their pants over that stuff? I just seen Lee pass my house in an ice cream. You see what I'm saying? See what I mean? Who is Mikey? Mikey's the guy I did time with. Vice Lord, X, whatever you want. You got. He ain't nobody's just a simple man that people liked because he had a lot to say last time. Please let the audience know. Yeah, he's guy I did time with in Terre Haute for how many years? What's up, Jason? JR Boston says it wasn't copying, copycatting. Let me tell you something, JR, copycatting. First of all, I didn't even know that soap. You think I watch soap like that? I copy people? Stop it. You want to play? Okay, go play with somebody. How many condoms full of coke does Lee swallow to doing drugs? I don't know. See what I'm talking about, JR? Obviously, there's people. Easy, she said. I know. Right. Okay. Store day when you go and okay. Here we go. Copied. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You can have up to 6 people on the screen. Copied. Okay, copied. Then I'm going to your Gmail. Boom. To you. I got your info already. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, what? All right. I don't need to send you any kind of message. Send. I just sent it. Now that time they brought me back, so it should be. I'm pretty sure. Are you serious? So why is it copied? Okay. So, and this is what you're. So you told me. Okay, I'm gonna go to Messenger. I'm gonna go to Messenger with it. All right. Okay, just try Messenger. See if you got it that way. And if not, too bad. Thanks. Thanks, bud. Too bad. Oh, here, that's the heart of the matter. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This person's.
Click on it. Sure.
Hey, JR. You're breaking my heart, bro. Breaking news. Yeah. Did you get it?
I don't know. It says I'm entering the studio. Y'all better look out. See if I can get real. What?
Old age homes don't.
Here we go.
They pay their pants regardless. Does Lee eat gyro sandwich? Did you get it? Mike, oh, you're off here. So normally it's done before that, but tonight Mike was out. He told me to wait. Here we go. Here he is. All right. Pops and Jay Goofball.
Only the host can see you. You're in the show. Everybody can see you and hear you. Oh shit! Y'all better look out, motherfucker.
Can't hear you. Oh,
hello?
No. Okay. No sound.
Can you hear me?
I can't. I had to do it. I had to wait.
Hold on a second, y'all. You know I'm a little slow. I'm a little retarded, so. Hang on a second. Settings, camera.
Over.
What the fuck? There we go.
We won't care.
Can you hear me though?
Oh, Jar, we won't care. Okay, we'll go back. All right. So we got a Lee Cole. I know what it was. We got another one of E. Cole's side ice cream boy sidekicks, is what it is in the house. And he was upset because JR Boston is upset because I dissed the ice cream truck in the Barney outfit. I'm sorry, JR. I won't do that to you, buddy. I know. Pedos are people too, right? Dude, Mike, I just tried to start. If you can hear me, I just tried to send you back. I don't know, bro. It's coming to have to hold the show for you. Okay, so let's go. Wasn't asking for permission. That's pushing shit, Rob. I'm not a pedo. I just like him young. Wasn't giving in. Just hoping you would. What's up, Grant? Okay, so I'm waiting for him to come on. Top G, who are you talking to, Boston? The JR Boston is a Lee Cole sidekick. I'm not sure who's Boy Wonder and who's Batman, but it's one or the other. They cruise around in ice cream trucks listening to Barney music. So that's what we got here. So everybody, JR Boston is actually yeah. So that's what we have here. Boston must need attention. That's terrible. You're on your way back, Rob, because you dissed everybody. Yeah, that's it. You got me. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. All right, Mike. That's right, Mike. All right. Please let your sound be on.
I'm back.
Oh, shit. So they can hear you.
Hello?
Okay, listen. Talk, Mike.
You can hear me, can't you?
Can you talk?
I'm talking right now. Can you hear me?
Tell me Is he? Can everybody hear him?
I think so, because my daughter's watching it on live on her fucking
Yes or no?
tablet
You
right
guys
here.
can hear him, and I'll put him on the phone. That's what I'll do. So, are you on the phone? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm
your
on my phone, man. I don't got
they
all
can
that
hear you. I
shit like
can't.
y'all got.
What does
I got
that
a
mean?
phone, and that's it.
Oh wait, I know what to do.
My kids got all the gadgets.
But
Can you hear me now?
It was the problem. But here's what I can do. I can disconnect this microphone. Wow,
Hey, I look better.
they can hear you. Talk.
Good. What you want me to talk about? You want me to talk about how motherfucking tough I really ain't? You want me to talk about how I got checked by my 16-year-old daughter?
Don't talk about us. Who's us? You were not 16.
Okay.
Look, hey, listen. Hey, look, I'm trying to do something, man. Y'all do me a favor. Calm down. Your ass needs to be in bed, okay? You got school tomorrow. Go.
Okay, bro. I got it.
Can you hear me?
I can. We got it. We're both good. Yeah, let's go. All right.
All right. Well, he is on the jelly sandwich. Ain't nothing wrong with jelly sandwiches as long as it got some peanut butter on it.
Okay, so let's go back. Yeah. Okay. So, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I just, I mean, you know, it's been a fucked up past couple weeks, man. My cousin died down in Texas on a bike wreck, and had to go down there and, you know, handle that, and it's all right, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be worse.
Yeah. So, I mean, we
It could be the chaplain coming to tell me, you know what I'm saying, that I had fucking somebody in the family pass. So.
Jesus Christ. You know, that was one thing I was always like, man, that was one thing that just used to freak me out. You know, having a chaplain come, like the thought of the chaplain coming. You know what I'm saying?
You already know it's bad news.
Yeah, sure. So one time I'll never forget. I forgot what. Oh, it was actually about my marriage, and I thought it was something else because my dad was sick at the time, and it gave me like the shakes, bro. I remember Carmine Persico. He told them to like never have the chaplain come if something happened, like have like the unit officer do it because it's fucked up, you know. What happened, Mike? You just went off. For real? Jesus Christ. There we go. Hi, Russell. It's your friend Aruba. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like this guy. Hi, Russell. It's your friend Aruba. You look good and very on point with your content. It's good. If others don't like it, it's their choice. Hey, that's cool. And you know what the problem is? Is that I'm immature or something. Here we go, Mike. And that it's the truth. I pay more attention to the people that talk shit because I just like to smash them. Because it's, again, when you don't have dirt like that to hide, and I wish that I wasn't fully on probation because there's, you know, when you don't have dirt, then you have nothing to hide. You can smash anybody.
Hey, you know what's crazy is? So look, I'm taking my daughter to school 2 days ago, right? And I'm cruising, and I see a cop coming up behind me. I'm like, fuck, man, I better slow down, right? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, hey, it's a county cop, man. This motherfucker pulls in behind us to the high school and shit. My daughter's like, Dad. Man, I ain't worried about the fucking police, man. Because when you ain't doing shit, you ain't got shit to worry about.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That's the truth. Yeah, ain't got nothing to hide, ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Fuck them.
So, Mike, how many kids you got at the house right now?
3 of them.
3?
Yep.
And okay, so we were earlier. We were talking on the phone a little bit. Damn, what was I going to say? I had a question that was going to lead you, and I swear to God, this messed me all up, like the whole thing. You know what I mean? Threw me off.
It's just a minor setback. You know, it's just like the police coming in and, you know, locking us down for a little while before doing extended lockdown. It ain't shit. We taking it with a grain of salt, dog.
Oh no, but really, that used to.
Hey, y'all, hang on. Hold on 1 second, man. Let me do something, man. I pride myself on being able to do this every night. Come here, man. Come here. No, come here. You ain't gonna get on the camera. Just come here. Come here.
I'll give him a kiss goodnight.
They can't see you. Hold on, man. I took my kids in every night, man. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go do your thing.
Come here, hush. Come on, man. Come on. You wasting these people's time. Come on. I love you. Sweet dreams. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff you used to talk about too, and Marcel to me, for real. I mean, that's not no bullshit. Kids, well, you know, I'm not going to say the ex.
Man, you know what? It ain't even worth talking about her, man. She's a waste of human space.
Yeah. Did you see Chicali the other night?
No, I didn't. You had Chicali on here?
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, that's a big motherfucking Mexican, man.
Oh, man, he's funnier than shit, too. So, Henry Flowers said, tell us a good prison story, bud. You got a good prison story off the bat you can think of why I tried to reach Chicali?
All right, I'm going to tell you one of the fucking craziest things I ever seen in prison, right?
Okay.
And this wasn't in the Fed joint. This was in the state joint. And, man, you got to remember, I'm only like 20 at the time, 21 maybe. And, you know, I only been in the joint maybe. I've been locked up probably about 9 months, a year. I've been in the joint probably 3 to 6 months. And I'm in a chow hall, right? It's in the morning, and it's on a Monday. So, fucking, my partner comes over. He's sitting beside me and shit. And he said, "Hey, man, you need to hurry up." I said, "Bro, I just got in here." He said, "Nah, bro, for real, hurry up, man. Come on." And I said, "What?" He said, "Man, come on, let's go, man." He said, "Hurry up." I said, "What?" And I'm watching, and I see this dude walking down the aisle behind, you know, in front of me. And he's walking behind this dude. And it's, you know, older black dude, he's probably in his 40s. He's sitting across from me and shit. He's sitting there eating his food and shit. He kind of looking, you know, watching everything. And man, next thing I know, dude, hey, he got a coat on, right? Man, dude ups this goddamn fucking butcher knife, bro, and starts stabbing this motherfucker right here in the neck and the collarbone, like right here. Yeah. Starts putting that working on dude. And I'm like, oh shit. My buddy said, "I told you, let's go." Yeah. I grabbed my fucking tray, man, and went straight to the motherfucking tray room. Police talking about lockdown. Everybody get on the ground. I said, "Fuck you. I'm going back to the unit." Hey, I get back to the unit. I got blood on my fucking face and shit. And I was like, man, this shit's real. You know what I mean?
Was that the first time?
That's the first time I seen a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I seen a motherfucker get booked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it let me know real quick, hey man, look, this ain't fucking Camp Snoopy. You know?
Yeah.
And it was all over. The dude that got booked was a mule. You know what I'm saying? He was the Pac-Man. He went to visit, he did what he was supposed to do. Well, when it come time for him to take care of his business, he didn't give everything to dude. And dude was like, "Nah, you gonna give me my shit." Dude was like, "Man, fuck you." He said, "Okay."
Oh, I'm sorry. That they're talking about. I'll tell you when there's something related to you. So what you don't know, there's been a lot of shit going on in the mob genre, and I've been involved in it. So
you involved in some shit? Really? Tell me something I don't know.
Wait a minute, but stop. That's a good point. Was I really involved in besides the times when I would go and get high or whatever, but I never was involved in shit.
No, you wasn't really. You knew it. You knew a lot about what was going on, and you was in the mix of things. You was in tune, but it wasn't like you was causing problems and stirring shit.
Not a terror.
But you definitely had your ear to the ground on everything on the compound.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and but at Terre Haute, I didn't. It was nothing like my first 10 years. You know what I mean? That was a lot different. I got older and wiser. You know what I mean? And it was better when people come and ask for advice. So they're talking about somebody else still, Mike. So what happened? Like I said, this is still fresh. This is one of the issues. So they're still fresh, and I've been in going back and forth with a couple of content creators. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, you know what? Hey, let me tell you something, Rob. A wise man once told me this right here, right? If you got a decent motherfucker arguing with a fool, right? But the outsider don't know either one of them, who the fool?
That's why you're on right now, Mike. Both of us.
Exactly.
No, and it is, and I keep punching down, but so I may be thin-skinned, maybe. I don't know. We can go over this a lot, man. It was involved in my court. Like it was talked about at my court hearing. You understand?
Hey, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, man. And the crazy thing is, his brother was named Jason, and we lost him 3 years ago on a bike about 3/4 of a mile from where his brother had an accident 2 weeks ago. So,
yeah, another one. What was his name?
The one that just passed, man. They call him Stretch, man. Ride in peace, brother. Justin Fields, man, was my cousin out of Lubbock, Texas. Yeah. And then his brother, Jason Fields, they call him Goose. He died 3 years ago on a bike. But yeah, I went down there, man, got to kick it with some of those people and shit and hang out with them. And, you know, I always heard these nicknames. And I was like, so how the hell they get these nicknames? You know what I mean? And they said, man, shit, Jason got the nickname Goose because he was, man, hitting motherfuckers. And he's about my size, but skinnier. You know what I'm saying? They both about 6'2", 6'3". Justin was closer to my size. Jason was more skinnier, you know? And anyhow, fucking, they said, man, he was hitting motherfuckers and putting goose eggs on him. So they started calling him Goose. I said, well, damn. I said, how'd Justin get his name? He said, shit, he was following his big brother's footsteps. He had hit a motherfucker and stretch him all the way out. So they started calling him Stretch. So, yeah. They just some old knucklehead, rowdy motherfuckers like me, you know.
Did I tell you, were you on when I found out about Jimbo's case? I was thinking about older dudes. Remember Jimbo?
Yeah, what about it? Jimbo Martin?
Okay, so it was Augie, I think. I did his brief, and the magistrate said to let him go, and the courts came back and they said the district court came back, the big judge came back and said no. So he won it. The magistrate does the recommendations. The magistrate's recommendation was to let him go. They rarely go against the magistrate's recommendation, you know, and it was devastating for him. You know what I mean? He had 32 years in. It took him, 3 years that brief sat up there. Magistrate comes back and says, yeah, we agree, let him go. And the district court judge says, no.
Right. No, boss, and he didn't pull me over, but that motherfucker pulled up right behind me. Me and my daughter sitting there in front of the school, and she's like, Dad. I'm like, man, look, I'm not worried about that fucking cop. He gets out, got some papers in his hand and everything. And I'm like, I told her, I was like, just get out of the car and go walk up there, go to school. She's like, what about you, man? Just go. I'm not worried about the fucking police, but just go.
Right.
And he walked right behind the car, walked right over there, and fucking walked right over to the school. And she's like, all right, Dad, I'm gone. So then, you know, I got to be a little smart ass and shit. I'm in a little fast car, right? I pull out, fuck, woo, get on it a little bit, you know.
I seen that. What is it? It's not a short. What do they call it on Facebook? The
reel.
I seen that when you're riding your bike.
All the time, man.
Yeah. Got pulled over last night. First thing, how much you drank last night? I'm always afraid of an old case warrant popping up. Yeah.
I ain't worried. You know what? I used to be, man, but I'm not worried about no warrants popping up because I don't do shit to have to worry about it. About the only thing I might ever maybe do is if I'm fucking on the bike or something and I'm speeding and they get one of them traffic cams and gets me running a red light or, you know, that automated speed shit and get a ticket in the mail that I fuck around and overlook. That'd be about the only thing. Outside of that, I'm not worried about it.
You know what? I forgot about that. So I've never encountered one of the stoplight, the speed lights or whatever.
I got one back in the day. I remember my ex-wife had separated, right? And the vehicle was registered. The tags was registered to my old school, and I took them off and put them on my van. And she tells me, she says, I got something in the mail for you here. I'm like, okay, what is it? She said, a ticket. I said, what? She said, out of Sugar Creek, Missouri. I said, for what? She said, running a red light. I was like, no, ain't no way. She said, man, they got your ass big as shit running that motherfucker from 3 different angles. I said, well, fuck them.
Yeah.
It's like $73 or some shit.
Was it? So I've never seen one of those traffic lights or I think they took them out since I've been out. You know, I was.
Hell no, they got, man, look, Kansas City got motherfucking traffic. They got cams on every motherfucking traffic intersection damn near. Hey, look, I come back from vacation, right? And my so-called partner, who was house sitting for me, decides to take it upon himself to take my vehicle, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker, I left him one vehicle, said, look, you can use it all week until Friday. Friday, my mom's coming to get that one, hooking a trailer up and taking my bike to Illinois. And, you know, for the little family reunion / grandma's birthday party. I said, when she comes and gets the Buick, no vehicles leave. Everything stays here. And I'll be back Sunday. Man, I get home Sunday night, 11 o'clock. Okay. The car ain't here. And this motherfucker is gone. So I send him a message, hey, bro, get my shit here. You didn't have permission, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up to a text message. Hey, bro, I got you, man. As soon as I get to the car, I'm gonna get to the car and I'll get there. I'll be there within an hour, hour and a half. I go back to sleep, wake up at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. He ain't here. I'm like, okay. So I sent word to his little broad and a couple of motherfuckers. I said, look, man, I don't play this shit, the police shit, but I'm telling you right now, man, I don't live that life no more either. If my fucking car ain't here by 3 o'clock, I'm reporting fucking stolen. Right? I wait till 8 o'clock. Okay. It's been 18 hours since this motherfucker been told to get my car home.
Right.
He don't get it home. So I report it stolen.
Right.
Right. When I'm reporting the motherfucker stolen, the police tell me, don't worry, if it comes back in town, we'll know. So how you gonna know? He said, we got cameras on the bridge that when they come in town, it scans every tag. And it'll tell you if the motherfucking car is wanted, stolen, if the person got warrants, all that shit.
Wow.
I said, no shit. He said, yeah. I said, okay. What joint was Mike in? Where did he start? What, as far as what? State or the federal joint? In the state shit, I did time all over Tennessee, man. I did time at West High. I did time at motherfucking Turner Center at Northeast. Fucking, they was gonna send me to the gang unit, but I didn't have enough time, to go there and do the program. I went home, and that was after doing 2.5 years on max. In the pen, in the feds, I did 14 months at CCA 11 work, the federal holdover, and then I went to USP Terre Haute, the pen, before they flipped the yard, before it was a fucked up yard. And I did a year and some change there. And then in February of 14, I went across the street to the FCI where me and Rob hooked up and did fucking little over 5 there. Got some play on the drugs -2 law. They took 2 years off my sentence and went home, and then was home 2 years and shit, like 2.5, 2 years and 9 months. And had to go back and do 6 months for a violation for smoking weed. And I did that. I did that 6 months at Greenville.
Oh, did you? You went to Greenville?
Yep. Yep. And come November 17th to be 2 years, I've been out, no paper, no parole, no nothing.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big thing. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so you just talked about calling the police. So you haven't been paying attention. So what happened was there's a guy right up here. This is guys in Aruba Aruba, I think it is. So that he has an accent. So just in case, you know what I mean? He's pretty. He came on last night. So anyway, I have a side by side, and when I came back down here, did I tell you about this? So after when I left Martin last time, I came down here. The bank gave me. I had to go to the bank. It was on a Thursday. And they're trying to take the house from me. She had papers in her hand for me to sign. They wanted the house. They had somebody else who was going to get it. Okay. I missed one payment. I was late one. So it was a long story, but no, actually it was the next day. It was the next day I had to have it by. So I had 4 hours left and I still had no money. And what's this person? Stay for you too. I skipped a bunch. And there's a guy here. His name's Shade. And we used to be okay. And he said if I ever needed anything, blah, blah, blah. Also, he's the one that bought all my land around here and stuff like that. So dude was a cryptocurrency guy. So long story short, I went to him. I had the side by side and I said, look, hold it. I'll do a little contract with you, whatever. Give me $2,000 now. And by the way, I still owe $10,000 on or $9,000 on him.
Hey, y'all want to see my right hand man?
Go ahead.
Pretty bad.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be one of the kids.
No, that's my right hand man. You see where he at?
Yeah,
that's my shadow. That motherfucker. Everywhere I go, he right there with me.
So anyway, so the dude, I dropped this little piece of paper. It's supposed to be $2,000 right then. He goes across street to the bank, comes out, has an envelope. Now I know this dude. We we don't hang out all the time, but we're cool. We used to go to dinner up there, my wife and whatever. I go to the bank 7 miles away. I go to pay the loan, and it's $900. Okay, so I have to come up with it's supposed to be 17. So I never even checked it. So I came back here, I sold some antiques. I went back there, paid the bill. I went back to his house. I'm like, what's happening? He's like, what do you mean? I told him it was 1,000. I didn't say nothing about the 9. And he said, I thought that there was a misunderstanding. I thought that it was 1,000 now. He lied, right? So anyway, It took me about Needed addicts. I'm a spokesman here in NA and talking in school to better. So the following week, he gives me another $1,000. And 2 months have gone by. One of his friends said something about you sold your side-by-side for $2,000 to Shane. I'm like, who said that? And he's like, that's what I heard. So I'm like, it's a little flag went up. So anyway, I started calling him, not answering, right? I don't have a vehicle still right now. So, I mean, it's not too far to walk. It's 1,000,000 degrees. But the point is, I mean,
Hey, it's fucking hot, dude.
Right. So I called the local cop who's aware of the situation. And he says, there's nothing I can do. It's a civil matter. I said, what do you mean? He said, you gave him the keys. So, I mean, I was totally fucked. That's what started me going up. That's what started my whole battle with these content people, is because I was trying to go up. I went off on him on Saturday night. But can you believe that shit? I mean, think about that. If you're telling somebody to bring it back and you're telling them you're going to pay them, what don't you think? I mean, wouldn't you think that it's stolen if they're saying no? I mean, think about it. Yes or no? Tell me your honest opinion.
I mean, we both know how that goes, but you know what? It's all in how the law is interpreted. You know that, like I do. And there ain't no motherfucking black and white. You know what I mean? There's a real big gray area. And one thing I've learned through all my fuck ups in life, man, the law does not apply to everybody the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just sucks because I got to spend time and energy dealing with that. I'm getting ready. To.
That's all right, though. You know what? It's going to keep you doing something fucked up. He looks like the mom from the movie Requiem for a Dream. Who I do?
Is that a dig?
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment and give you my fucking info, or you know what I'm saying, or you know, let me tell you right now, I like long walks around the prison yard. I like commissary. You know what I'm saying? What turns me off is a commissary restriction.
you want somebody who does not on restriction, right?
They can do nothing against you. They have camera on you and them everywhere. They are camera grocery shop on stuff like that. You ain't no fucking lie. There cameras everywhere, man. You can't do nothing in this world no more. Okay. You know, for real.
$275 a ticket. Oh, that's what he's saying. Speeding tickets on those cameras.
Oh,
so I'm behind on the messages. But
yeah, me too. Dude, that's how long I've been home, man. Come October 17th, man. It'll be 5 years, man. I've been on this side of the fence, which is great.
Has it been that
minus the 6 month, you know, fucking return to confinement for really for fucking saving my life, if you look at it, because they wanted me to. They had me on all kinds of pain pills after I had that hernia surgery, and I'm like, man, fuck this, man. I'm gonna smoke pot. So I'm a big proponent for 420. I'm a big advocate. Do it. You know what I mean? I know motherfuckers that get up, smoke pot, go to work, do everything they're supposed to do, no problem. Been doing it for years.
Yeah. So you never did state time there, did you? Kansas?
No, I was never in Lansing. You know what? I was never. And you know, I'm right fucking, dude, I'm 10 minutes from Lansing prison right now.
Are you?
Yeah, literally. I'm 10 minutes from Lansing prison, and I'm probably fucking 6 minutes from fucking the FCI of Leavenworth. Speaking of which, look, the old USP is still up and running, right? Mm-hmm. What they're fixing to do, they're fixing to build a brand new FCI here.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are they going to do with the old one? Keep it up?
I assume they're probably going to do like they're going to do, you know, them old ones, because it's so old and has so much history and all that. I seriously doubt that they will, you know what I'm saying, that they will fucking
tear it down.
I don't think they'll demolish it.
No, and it's got big history because it was built by the military prisoners. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's Matt, you never went there, right? You were never in Leavenworth?
No, I just said at CCA, it's a federal holder for fucking 14 months.
Yeah, man, that place was, I mean, when you first walk in it, I mean, you can feel the, you know, like the history, I mean, you can, and it smells that old musty basement smell. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you know, kind of like when you get out of the fucking R&D over at Terre Haute and you walk in and they put you a motherfucking M unit.
Oh my God.
Dude, I left the pen, man, where it was decent sales.
Conditions.
I left the pen where it was decent sales, air conditioning, everything. And I go over there and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, man, everything them guys said is real. It's like living in a fucking dude. And then, hey, look, me and Coleman, we were Sellies, right?
Oh my God. Ronald Coleman.
Yeah, In Immune, yeah. And
Tits.
this
Remember I gave
motherfucker,
you
look,
the-
hey, dude, the first night, look, they're already pissed off because they took a black dude out of that cell, you know what I'm saying, and put 2 white dudes in there.
Right.
All right. Which in prison politics eyes, it was a white dude and black dude. In all actuality, on BOP time, it was 2 white dudes going in there. They took a black cell, right? So the first night, dude, it fucking floods, man. And I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? Man, send me back to the pen. Then a disrespect, motherfuckers bumping into you. And I'm just like, whoa, man, I'm about to lose my fucking mind, man. You know?
It's a trip, right? It's
That's really why I said fucking and did. I worked all the time in there, man, because I did not want to fucking deal with the idiots.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I have a low tolerance for fucking ignorance already.
There you go, Mike.
What's my favorite whiskey? I'm not much of a whiskey man. Back in the day, though, you know, I grew up in Tennessee, so I got Barbara Walters, comic. This dude is comedy. He took that and ran with it.
Oh, wait a minute. There was. Okay, so I got to go back. Hold on, please. I'm going to go back to the first question. Let me see something. I think that was a really
favorite whiskey. I don't know if I really got a. I don't know that I got a favorite whiskey. Back in the day, you know, I grew up in Tennessee, man. So my uncle, man, his wife's brother worked at fucking this place where they broke down Jack Daniel's barrels. So I used to get the real shit straight out the fucking barrel. The leftovers, you know, he'd get it. Man, I'd be fucked up on that shit.
Okay, here we go. What is this one? Oh, that's what it was. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I swear I didn't even. It's contribute. That's why people are saying he's like Barbara Walters. That's what they were saying in the chat.
Contribution to the war. What? The war on drugs or the war on stupidity?
The world. He's went a little far. Like the world.
World. There ain't no D on there. I don't know where y'all spell that, but where I learned how to spell, there's a D on the end of world.
It's off.
Henry D.
Hold on.
What do I feel is his contribution? His contribution or my contribution? Rob's? Oh shit, Rob gonna bring some good content. He definitely gonna tell you a good story. You know, he's gonna do some thought-provoking shit. He's probably gonna piss some people off. And if he's anything like he used to be, he's gonna get up in the morning and go walk for about an hour and a half.
I don't do that. You know what? I've got to start.
You need to. I'm telling you, bro, that's where we fuck up, man. We need to take that same routine we had in prison, that same drive, that same simplicity, and apply it out here, and we'll be just fine. I did it for a long time.
Yeah. No, I've got to start. I expect just doing like, the problem is it's my knee, man. So I want to do like
your fucking knee. You're procrastinating.
No. I'm telling you, my knee, it's like getting down. So I want to start doing push-ups and stuff. I keep telling myself I'm going to start doing a set schedule, wake up at a certain time or go to bed if I'm staying up all night, whatever I'm going to do, one way or the other. You know what I mean? What is this? Like it was in a Jason movie. So I mean, I do. I think we already saw that one, no? This is in Aruba. I don't know. Wait. Like 30 years ago, me and my 7 crew got caught. The police tortured my friends, saying they know I was there taking the lobster and the cigarettes, big packs, but my friend died till now and never mentioned. Right.
And that sucks.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna see something. Boom, boom, boom.
I'll tell you what I had the police do to me one time in Nashville, right? They rolled up on us and shit. And you know, they run my pockets and everything. I got a little bit of money on me and shit. I ain't got no dope or nothing like that on me. And we out on the track, you know what I'm saying, selling dope and fucking off and thinking that we're just fucking superheroes, you know, invincible. Man, these motherfuckers throw me in the back of the paddy wagon, handcuff me to the motherfucking thing, shackle me to that bitch, and drive around town for about 30 minutes. And this motherfucker's hitting every corner, everything. Bro, my legs are so fucked up. Then you know what they do? They take me and they fucking take me off in a shitty part of Nashville and drop me off over there. They're like, yeah, white boy, see how this works out for you. After they beat my ass.
Yeah.
Guess what? Where they dropped me off at? I didn't know nobody at all. But my cousin used to fuck with a broad that was up in there, right? You're a good man. I noticed you like Ross, so very enthusiastic, fearless. That's the way to live. The cops have nothing to do, and you're dismissed. Yeah, that's right. That's true, man. Hey, I tell the police, I had a couple interactions with them around here, man, and I've had to tell them what the fucking law was.
Yeah.
And then I hit him with this right here. I said, how you gonna be a cop enforcing a law when you don't even know the fucking law? What kind of bike I got? Shit, I got a couple of them. I got a I got a beast, man. I got my dirt bike that I like to ride. It's a 2014 YZ250F. I have a 2011 Sportster. It's titled as an 883 Super Low, but it's been bored and stroked. It's really bored out to a 1240 with a stage 2 on it. And then I got a 93 Electric Glide that did I ever make it down to Conway? No, I didn't, buddy. I didn't make it to Conway because I had some other things going on, and then with my cousin passing. So, but yeah, my other bike's it's a 93 Electric Glide with a the world, Craig, the world. Top flight security, Craig. Listen to him, Rob. He's right, brother. Yeah, I ain't right, man. I just follow everybody else's lead. You know, they told me how to be successful and stay out of prison. Do what successful people do and follow their lead. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been a professional copycat.
Wow, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Jesus. Oh,
That's
man.
it. You know, because here's the thing: I ain't gonna reinvent the wheel, and I ain't gonna rewrite the wheel. I'm just gonna read the fucking book and follow directions.
Yeah. Man, I mean, I no, seriously, like sometimes I think I can't remember. I was trying to think.
The president.
Like, what'd you say?
I was just reading the comments.
I was trying to think of like, I know there's many times that you've been in my cell and we were talking, and it seemed like there was times I was giving you like advice and stuff, and now it's like totally flipped. It's crazy, man. I feel like that. I swear to God, you know, I swear.
It was our dad program, man.
Yeah, no, it's just out here in general.
Hey, that's the big thing right there, Angelo. Look, knowing your fights and knowing your rights. You got to know what to fight, and you got to know what your rights are. And I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing I know about motherfucking cops, there's a few good ones out there. Most of them are fucking trash. Okay.
No.
And if they think that they can get over on you and you don't know the fucking law, they're gonna bend it. They're gonna push the envelope. Just like we did when we was doing criminal shit. So that's when you got to stand up and say, hold up. I think you're wrong. This is what it really is. And if you question it, you know what? Tell them, get a fucking supervisor out here. Get a fucking supervisor out here. I'm done talking to you. I don't talk to cops. I don't answer questions to rookies. Get a fucking supervisor out here. I'll be right here waiting.
The one we have here, it's just a small town cop, and I'm not just saying that because I know him. Well, everybody, the whole town knows him. But the first time I ever saw him or knew who he was at a city council meeting. I used to go to all the city council meetings for the first year.
Dude, the goddamn mayor, the mayor of Leavenworth right now, the current mayor, is a fucking ex-con. Dude, he been to the state joint for drugs, got his shit expunged, all that shit, man, and became the fucking mayor. Does a lot of good shit, man. He's got a program down here that he does a lot of outreach stuff, man. I've even went and left like the president. No, I didn't leave like the president, man. I actually, you know what? Motherfuckers actually showed me some love and shit, man, because I didn't.
They're laughing about rookies.
I didn't know people over there, so to speak, but I knew of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and then the fact that they seen the motherfuckers throw me out of the back of the fucking van, you know what I mean? Like some real life movie shit. I was like, damn, man, this is how I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Have you been fucked up bad by the cops before? Like, have you been really?
Hell yeah, I've been fucked up by the police. I've had my motherfucking ass beat by the police.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I was a smart ass. I'm gonna talk shit to them. They talking shit to me. Oh, we gonna take you to jail. I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I got bond money. I got bond money in my pocket. Oh yeah, well, we gonna take that. How you gonna take it? Oh, just like this. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a real fucking tough guy, huh? You know what I mean? I said, you motherfuckers real tough till you take the motherfucking badges off. I'll show you ain't tough. They said, no, we like it better like this, you know? And it fucked me up.
Yeah, you know, in the whole time I was in the Fed, so in '97, and I've done a story about this. I got jumped in the county jail. I got fucked off, like knocked out a few times, right? So the whole time I was down, The only person that I ever got into what that fucking got me. And it was a whatever. I'm not saying I'm tough or whatever. You know that, Mike. I'm just saying that it was a cop. It was in the rec cage in Leavenworth. And it was me running my mouth. I was running my mouth. And it was over, I think I was on Neurontin or gabapentin, but drinking, whatever we can get our hands on. It was in the hole, right? We used to party.
Right.
And I was talking shit about some toilet paper one night. And I was the white orderly on B range. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And they said that they popped the door and they said that they had some staff coming in or whatever it was. I fell for it like an okey doke move. I walk out and there's the cop I was talking shit to in the rec cage. Fuck. I mean, I didn't put my heart into it because I knew I couldn't win. You know what I mean? But he got me. Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, man, I had some policemen in the state joint. I was on max already, you know what I mean? And they did not. I was up in East Tennessee, okay? And where I was at up here in East Tennessee, Northeast, man, it's podunk, goddamn it, country bunking, you know, it's fucking mighty whitey, you know, if you ain't white, you ain't right shit. And they don't make no fucking bones about it. Well, let me tell you something I've learned in life, okay? Racist ass fucking white people like that, what they hate more than fucking black people is white people that fuck with black people.
That's
okay?
Right. Absolutely.
And I already had a confirmed gang file. I was with the shit, had a black celly. You know what I mean? So these motherfuckers did not like me. Every day I come out the fucking chow hall. Come on, Miller. I said, damn, man, you want to feel what a man's dick feels like, huh? And they're like, oh, you think you fucking tough, huh? I said, nah, I ain't tough, but your bitch thinks I'm tough. And these motherfuckers, 3 of them, bro, slammed me up against the fucking wall. And they said, you keep running your fucking mouth. I said, what are you going to do? You going to whoop my ass? And one of the guys, man, that had been there for a couple of years, he had a lot of respect. And he was in there for killing a jailer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They disrespected one of the guys, made national headline news and shit back in the 90s. You know, one of the brothers, man, solid brother, man, Pimp Shorty, man. I hope he gets some play and get out one day. But he just looked at me and said, man, get your hands off that brother, man. And he said, God, so what are you going to do? He said, we're going to tear this motherfucker up if you don't let him go right now. And one of the captains said, let him go. And they let me go. But I just knew them motherfuckers was going to beat my ass.
Yeah.
I just knew it was.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and there's a black dude that has a channel, and he's done time in Tennessee. I don't remember who it was. And he did time in the feds. And I don't know. I don't think he wasn't affiliated with the gang, but like you said about neighborhoods or cities or whatever when you're in the state of Tennessee.
Yep. Memphis and Nashville was beefing. Knoxville and Chattanooga was beefing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He was saying that he never really seen like racism until he went to the feds and the way they separate you, the way, like he said, that
that's true. That's true. I'm gonna tell you what, there is more separatism. There's more. But let me tell you something, Rob. There's more segregation and separatism in the feds than in the state joint. Because in Tennessee, in the state joint, you go in there, man. When I came in, all through orientation, you know, R&D, classification, whatever you want to call it, every one of my cellies was black. Which, you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with that. When I hit the compound, black celly. You know, it was my celly was cool as fuck. The only reason why I moved out to cell with him is because he was a Muslim and he was cool. He was very humble. And you're like, to talk to this guy, you would never think, like, why the fuck are you in prison? You know what I mean? But I smoked cigarettes and he didn't. So I'm like, you know what, homie, you was here before me. I'm going to move, you know, because I don't want to have a falling out with you because I smoke cigarettes and you don't. And then when you lock down in the cell with a motherfucker, man, you can smoke, but it's, you know, it's uncomfortable and it creates tension and, you know, so.
The guy was saying, he's like, even the Aryan Nation in Tennessee, he's like, man, they're the Aryan Nation, but they like, he said he went into the feds and he sees them and they're like all on white power shit. We're over there. They weren't like that. You know what I mean? In Tennessee. Tell me.
They say, look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. White people are a minority in the state joint in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So in all truth and fairness, man, they get mad in there when you new to the camp and start chasing them boys around the yard. Anyhow, I remember back in the day when
I know it's hard to talk and read. I know, I get it. I do it all the time. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool down there. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I mean, you had, you know, the white dude said it. See, you do time in Nashville, Jimmy Womack. Hey, rest in peace, Worm. Hey, listen, man. While we talking about Worm, man, look, Worm, hey, homie was a real gangster. You hear me? Bro was really with the shit. Struggle Jennings was his man. Jelly Roll was his man.
Really?
Going to see him Saturday night here in Kansas City.
Oh,
He already got my tickets. Yeah, hey, Worm was a good dude, man. May he rest in peace, man. For real. No, I didn't ever do time with Worm, man. Jimmy Womack, I didn't do time with him. I did do time with Struggle. You know what I'm saying? Seen Struggle twice already since I've been home, going to see him again. Gave me a shout out in the concert and everything, man. So yeah, he did. Right in the middle of the concert. I'll send you the video. It's on my Facebook. Yep. Okay. That was shit.
Did you get
2.5 years ago?
Did you get to talk to him or no?
Yeah, I talked to him for a few minutes. Yep.
Man, I'd love to get those dudes fucking on here. They'd fucking me. You know what I mean? I was trying to get a hold of you know.
Yeah, I was tipped up. I mean, I was standing on something, man. I'm a vice lord, right? And I was on count throughout the whole state joint. Rocking and rolling, putting any work in, doing whatever, didn't give a fuck. I was a knucklehead. That was crazy. We couldn't have black sellers in Cali.
No.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You know what? And that's what motherfuckers always tell me, because I tell people in the feds, man, look, my paperwork says I can do what the fuck I want and go wherever I want. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers like, man, you have a hard time out west, man, because, you know, the prison politics and all this and that. But let me tell you this right here, right? All bullshit aside, so you can ask Rob, man. I didn't make no bones matter. Motherfucker knew what it was with me.
So Joey's right here saying you can't drink or smoke with blacks.
They say that, yeah.
And well, I'm gonna tell you, I was in Chino and it was open dorm living, and my neighbor and me used to fuck with. We used to talk, you know what I mean, a lot. He was a blood. His name was Sean, and you know the bunks.
Hey, McKelly, where'd you go with that?
Huh?
I was talking my daughter.
The bunks are about this far apart. And Sean we were just talking. He opened up a bag of chips, and then he opened up a bag of chips, and we're kicking it for like a half hour. And he went like this. Well, me knowing the politics, I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And he knew that, but he was just trying to be respectful. He wasn't trying to but
not be rude. He was just a kind gesture.
Yes, my bunkie. I mean, we were cool, but like, I don't know, whatever the deal was. Next thing you know, I go outside. I used to walk there too. I've been walking in prison since I ever started, and I get pulled up by like all the white dudes asking me if I was eating after this dude. I'm like, no. And they're like, well, why would he offer it to you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Because he's a decent fucking person.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, but it was, I mean, that's the way, you know.
Let's see. I know they are Worm cool as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, see, when I lived in Tennessee, right? I lived in Nashville. I lived out in Antioch. I lived in Smyrna, Laverne, Murfreesboro, all down the I-24 corridor, homie.
Who's Dale Dribble? Is that like some character or something?
I don't know. Is that dude related? That my paperwork says I can go wherever the fuck I want. That's right.
He's saying you. Yeah. Vice Lord. Yeah, he's a Vice Lord.
Yep. Closer to dang Boomhire. Hey, listen, I ain't looking at dang no name, man. Shit. I love Boomhire. That's what everybody said. Man, you talk like Boomhire all fast and shit.
What so is much Boom from what?
Boomhire from King of the Hill. Dale Gribble, Boomhire. Goddamn it, Bill and Hank Hill. And fucking Con, the neighbor. And let's see who else. Fucking Peggy, the goddamn bottle champion. Yeah. But hey, Boomhire, man, I like Boomhire. Look, let me show you a little Boomhire, man. What we talking about? Damn Boomhire, man. You know what I'm saying? America, baby. America. You see it? There he is, more damn Boomhire, man.
Okay, Mike. So this guy here, he's staying on. Okay, here we go. White Vice Lord in Tennessee? Question mark.
What the hell happened? Where'd you go? You there? Hold on. What happened? Hold on. I'm coming back. Hold on.
Okay.
Are you there? There we go. Yeah, White Vice Lord from Tennessee. I'm originally from Illinois, homie. I moved to Tennessee when I was 14.
Itty Bitty's in here saying, she said you do sound like them too. What's up, Itty Bitty?
Itty Bitty Nitty.
Yeah. She's been kind of going hard on me, I think.
Well, you know what? Hey, I fucking love it, bro. Hey, listen, if you've been done as much motherfucking time as I have, where a lot of times all you can do is just sit there in that motherfucker. Did you go to college or what did you end up doing for work after your sentence? No, man, after I had a business back in the day, construction company, and that's what was been my worked in Tullahoma at the pizza shop named Spinelli's while I was on the run. I dig Tennessee. Hey, it's crazy, man. Two of my uncles and my aunt live in Tullahoma. I call my case actually came out of fucking Shelbyville. That sent me to the state joint. A bullshit robbery case. Dope deal went bad, really. I'm gonna catch the rest later. Mike Miller, everyone up in here that's really with it. Kind of orange this man really got that tattoo.
Right on, Henry. Take care, bro.
Damn right I did. Yeah, much love, Henry D.
Oh shit! Let us see. Okay. Ah man, I think I got a red wasp in here somehow. But go ahead.
Don't fuck with him. He'll bite your ass.
Oh man, no, I get him through the windows or something. Anyway, comes out of that back room. Shit.
What are you doing, Scooty Bodie?
Indiana, right in my time, was a max 2-man cell, no interracial in Indiana too. Yeah, a lot of different. Yeah. But was it? Hey, Jason, was it like whites can't eat after blacks, vice versa, and all that stuff? Was it like that, like enforced? Oh, well, I know. So like the Dirty White Boys in that state, what they have like it's not called the Dirty White Boys office, but isn't there like a black gang that's associated with them? I know those dudes kind of run because
with who?
There's Dirty White Boys out of Indiana are different from Dirty White Boys in the feds, okay?
They are, but they ain't. My partner's a DWB out of Indiana.
But they do associate. There's like the Dirty Boys or something like that, Jason, I think.
The CWB, Crazy White Boys. Indiana, right in my time, was a max, and it was 2-man cell, no interracial, okay? Where'd you do your time at in Indiana? Michigan City?
Oh, here he goes.
Pendleton, the farm, Wabash.
Jason, yeah.
Who did I run with in the feds? Shit, I ran with myself in the feds.
Yeah.
But everybody knew what it was.
I was going to say just pretty much everybody. I was going to answer that.
Yeah.
Mike got along with everybody. What you see now is exact. Oh, the Gaylord member. You know about the Gaylords.
I know about the Gaylords. Great American Youth Living Outside Racial Divide. That's what it stands for.
Hey, and that's great. Like I first heard that.
It's a white boy. Hey, look, it's a bunch of white boys, man. It's a branch of the Vice Lords because they embrace the 5.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. And I was kind of like the Gaylords.
All right. Okay. Because it's actually Kansas City Gaylords is what it is. Chobo table tester made you sit at.
This guy's talking shit. So here's the deal. So
you guys made it the Chomo table. Let me tell you something, dude. I ain't never said in no Chomo table.
I did. I
ain't.
So that's what I'm saying. Here's what he's saying, Mike. So you didn't know who Joey Testa was. So Joey Testa's
I've heard of him, but yeah.
He used to snort a lot of cocaine and kill people and chop them up and stuff, right? So I was close with them. I was real, everything was real good. And then he went and he became a cop in prison. He started identifying with staff, got Stockholm syndrome. So he tries to come at me one day in the chow hall, and I'm sitting at the Italian table when I'm at Butner too. That's true shit, right? So for like a year or more. So Joey comes to me and he tries to talk.
Hey, no, hold on. Look, why he's talking about Joey Testa? No, but you know what? A real motherfucking gangster, a mafia motherfucker I did sit with, little Huck. Remember Huck? Oh, man, Huck.
Well, somebody just talked about him the other night.
Hey, man, Huck's a good dude, man.
Yeah, who was talking about? Oh, it was Ramon. For the life of me, can't figure out I can't remember who he was, and I don't know why.
You remember Huck, the little bitty dude, man? He got a little fat dude. He sat at the table with the Kings with Cal Breezy.
Oh, I know exactly who.
The little guy with the glasses.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what happened was Joey got an argument in the chow hall, and he got up and screamed, "I'd rather stick up for the staff than 99% of these motherfuckers in here." And I go, "Really?" And he says, "And if you don't stop writing about the cops." So anyway, I was writing for Vice at the time. And he said,
ain't nothing changed. You was writing for Vice. Remember you did an interview with me?
Yeah. He said, "You're writing." And he said, "If you don't stop, you can't sit at the table." And I said, "Really?" And I got up and I hit him on the shoulder and I went and walked to the Chomo table and I sat there because it was a fucking direct blow to his ego. Dude, every Italian dude in that everybody, every day, I did it for 2 weeks. I treated them bad. And it was it was just a scumbag table. It was child molester snitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was kind of like what the equivalent. But yeah, I did.
The Christian table at fucking Terre Haute.
Yeah, it was like that. The equivalent, same thing. That's what it would be like, right? So I sat there and I'd do it again.
Small world. I'm from Philly, but I have a little reach. I've been on the run and lived all over the county, this state, county. Michael Brooks.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you read that? Did you read all that?
Shelf behind you, scale or what?
Okay.
Small world, and I'm from Philly.
That's a thermostat.
The white machine's a
It's
scale.
a printer.
It's a baby scale.
It's a baby scale?
Yeah, like a real baby scale.
Oh.
I got all kinds. There's so much random shit you'd trip.
What the fuck?
So when I bought this house,
all that random shit you're talking about. Hey, I had a buddy, man. He used to come up with random shit. He was a fucking back in the day. You know, he was a tweaker, right? He said, "I'm off. You can catch me."
Oh my god, you're gonna.
He said, "You can catch me at the corner, goob and muck." I said, "What?" He said, "I'm goobing and mucking, dog." And he would come to my house with all kinds of just fucking off the wall shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? Well, I don't want that shit. You know what I mean?
Right. So
like,
this house, you've seen this house. It was three siblings lived in it, a brother and two sisters. All their shit was here, and their mom's shit. I mean, the shit that I gave away, threw away, or whatever. So I just started recently. I'm trying to make this house my own, you know, because it was me and Marta, and I'm trying to like what, you know what I mean? So I took this room and all the random shit that I haven't sold. I just started putting this room together. I got VHS tapes that are sealed that I didn't even know were worth anything. I got a Ghostbusters one, so you guys can figure it out.
Man, come on, man. Mike, did you know the old members of Hell's Angels just asked him, Mother Club, come here, take it to her, so bodies really all around. Nah, man, I didn't know no angels, man. I just I knew some outlaws, you know, knew a couple other guys. I think I've only met maybe two angels, you know, they're more on the West Coast, man. And I think I met maybe two of them ever. But I mean, I know a lot of dudes that are in, you know, that kind of life. I mean, hell, I ride a bike every day. I tell people, yeah, I'm a fucking biker. But you know, what do you say, them white guys? Big, yeah.
I had a lot of shit. A few months back, I had two scooters. I mean, just little, you know, scooters.
I know you sent me a picture of you on that motherfucker.
The pizza box, the pizza delivery scooter.
They got a guy here in town, bro. He's got one of them motherfuckers. Look, he put some crates on the back of it. He door dashes and everything. That boy is a fucking genius. Got the thing that gets the best gas mileage. It's local, you know what I'm saying? And he's fucking making a killing. I guarantee it.
Dude, I mean, anyway, so
you tell the truth, Rob. There's many nights when you sat in the fucking cell was like, man, shit, man, fuck. I deliver pizzas on a goddamn Vespa. Just let me out.
So I know what you're saying, but I had a career, the writing stuff, you know?
Yeah, like you did. You stayed writing some shit.
I still can. I mean, I was talking to him the other day, but it's just not there yet.
Jordy comes from Boston, Massachusetts. What comes from Boston, Massachusetts?
Majority, I'm not sure. Itty bitty. So it's been a minute since she's laughing. I don't know I forgot it was from. If you don't like Rob, that's fine. Don't drag this guy into it. That's cool. Mike, he can handle it though.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I can take it, but guess what? I can fucking give it too.
Oh yeah.
Yep, but you know what? Hey, here, Sammy's ex guy, probably Sammy from fucking Kansas City, who was that fucking hey, what you call it? What was his dude name? He was hooked up with the fucking or Sammy the Bull, Sammy's ex guy. That's what she's talking about. Huck.
Oh yeah, they're talking about going back to Huck. That's what it was.
Huck's the one who went to go whack the dude allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That's what it was. Everyone in America is suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Facts. So we got UK people in here right now. With this
gay people
from across the pond.
Oh, UK people. I thought you said gay people.
No, maybe that too, but it's all right.
Y'all's names are golden behind the walls, dude. That's one thing I can say, man. I do believe that motherfuckers might not have liked me, but they ain't got nothing bad to say about me.
Nah.
I paid any of my bills. You know what I'm saying? Huck was a huge motherfucker. Huck's a good dude, man. He's a solid dude, man.
Oh, I mean, right now, I already know. I mean, so my name right now is like, how the fuck did Rob fuck it up? He had a top model from Spain. I mean, I
Boot
know.
Hill, Missouri. Good afternoon, Rob. Tapping in from the Boot Hill. You from the Boot Hill, Midwest? I'm on the other side of the state, bud, in Leavenworth.
Softest joints in America, Michigan DOC. Right on that Apple Media.
That's cool shit. You know what? That's a good thing, though, man.
Joey Test, the guy's talking about. He was at that. The Chill Motiva Crazy Rob. It's not the same. It's nauseating. I hear you. I understand. It. I proved a point, and like I said, I stand behind it. But I do.
Carbonero. Yep, that's him. Carbonero. Hey, I'll tell you what. That's a fucking pool shooting motherfucker, boy.
That's what Chicali was saying.
Yeah, for real. I've shot pool with him several times, man, in there. He'd say, well, he had them little choppy lips. He'd go, well, Mike, you going to go down there to the pool all today? You going to come down to the record? I said, man, I'm going out there going run. He goes, come in and play me in some pool.
Right. So the cramps, Jesus, I haven't forgot about the cramps, Bad Apple Media. Wow. That's a throwback. All right, Kevin, see you later. I was going to say you didn't know Jerry Momet. You weren't there. His uncle was an East Coast guy, mob guy. Wabash isn't a bunch of mentally unstable. All right.
Fuck, we're all mentally unstable.
Itty bitty, I agree. So what is she saying? Oh, that's about me sitting at the trouble. So I'll get it for a minute here.
I ain't doing it. I don't give a fuck. I ain't doing it.
No, it's cool. No, and itty bitty, she was like really supportive. I don't care. I don't have a problem with them for real.
Angela's right nut.
Is it?
Hardly.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys don't like if people come in to talk shit. I can handle all that. Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't worry about it because you know what? I'm gonna take a line right here from Tyler Perry's one of his Medea movies, right? And this is some real shit. It's funny, but it's real. It ain't what people call you. It's what the fuck you answer to.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
You can call me whatever the fuck you want. I know in my heart of hearts, I know I ain't this. I know I ain't that. You know what I mean? And most motherfuckers that want to call me something, they're gonna call me from afar. They ain't gonna call me to my face.
Yeah. No, it's my thing is I get baited in easy because I have so many comebacks. You know, it's like it doesn't matter how many. I just keep going. It's a flaw. It's a flaw.
Hey, see, that's one thing. Some of these motherfuckers out here that's been out here in the world. You know what I mean? And they don't realize, man, motherfuckers like us, we've had all the goddamn time in the world to sit and think about shit, analyze. You know, my problem is, man, with doing all that goddamn time, bro. It plays a part of my relationship with my lady because, like, for real, bro, sometimes, man, like, I'm okay with being alone. You know what I mean? I don't want to be alone. You know, I like having a companion, a spouse, you know what I'm saying, a partner. But by the same token, there's times when I'm okay with being by myself. Some people aren't. They got to have somebody with them. They got to be, you know what I'm saying, something all the time.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I'm just going to, relationships, all of them. Okay.
It's fucking hard, dude.
Let's see what is Haniti. I think they met Harry the Hunchback, but who knows? Both of them are full of shit. Want to respond to him?
Oh, I don't give a fuck what they say.
Gay people. I forgot what it was, and it's been a while.
Oh, they're probably talking about Huck, man. Who knows? No.
This one, dude. Let him. He's representing his people fine. Mississippi, Missouri, as you can.
Tennessee, Alabama, state lines. Oh yeah, you over there, man. You ain't too far from old Tiptonville, then, huh? They got a rockin' ass joint up in Tiptonville, over at Northwest.
45, two-time loser from Philly, and I've heard y'all solid as fuck. Good name, got. That's all a man has is his name.
Yeah. His balls in his word, man.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Mental cases go. It's a Wabash.
Yeah, now, hey, Michigan City's the one that's rocking and rolling in Indiana.
Oh, here we go.
That's the level 5. Them boys get it in. Them motherfuckers is crazy.
Dumb.
Did you chase everybody off YouTube?
Well, so somebody else just shut his. So there's one guy. So Mike doesn't know all that stuff. He doesn't follow that drama shit.
Mike's got too much going on being a fucking dad, raising kids, building bikes and fucking shit like that.
Can you feel his phone?
Mike's got a whole bunch of years that Mikey's got to make up for. You know what I mean? I'm behind the 8 ball right now.
So I do is you talk about prison stuff. So in prison, unless you just want to keep on going to the hole, you have to really like your enemies or people that fuck with you. You have to sit back and really plot on them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to deal with them, and you have to make sure they're out.
What was it? Kelly, you say, hey, you motherfucker, play the reindeer games.
What'd you say?
You know, playing them reindeer games.
Yeah. So there is truth to people, and even probation has said like you act sometimes like you're still in prison, and it's true. It's true. So,
I do the same shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, I used to be like, nah, I ain't institutionalized and shit, you know, because I didn't want that stigmatism, whatever, you know. And I'm not a fucking victim. I don't use it as a crutch, you know what I'm saying? But as I've looked at shit and talked to different people and so on and so forth, because like my kids, like, damn, Daddy, why you talk about prison a lot? So what the fuck you mean? Why I talk about prison a lot? Goddamn, I spent fucking 14 years of my goddamn adult life in there. You know what I mean? I said, I'm about to be 44. All right. 14 away from that is 30. Okay. Then you take fucking the 3 years I did in juvenile. That's 17 years of my life.
Yeah.
I can't just unlearn that. I can't just undo that.
So
you know,
I now have a total of 9 years of my adult life free, and I'm 53. You know what I mean?
Hey,
drug case.
You know what though?
Yeah.
You keep doing the right thing, you'll keep putting more on there.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like this. I you know, people always compliment me on how good of a worker I am, right? And how hard of a worker I am. Okay, and I just take it in stride, no big thing, right? But I look at it like this, okay, people really say I'm a hard worker. Okay, let me tell you something. After being a fuck up for so long, man, it's hard work. It's hard to do the right thing. But people see the hard worker in me, so they know I'm a hard worker. I can just use that and apply it, you know what I'm saying, to doing the right thing. And the more you do it, you know what I mean? I see, hold on. You're not a follower of Code of God. You're here by yourself. Mike, I never give explanation to nobody. I'm on my own. All my friends died, but most here. I only trust Rosso and Mike. I can't. Well, I appreciate that, man. But I always tell motherfuckers on that note, like people be trying to tell me all that business. They like, man, I just feel like I can trust you. I'm like, I don't want to know what the fuck you got going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to know about all that shit. I got my own shit to worry about.
So because I've got the channel, so I mean, I've taken the position. I didn't mean to in the beginning. I just kind of like, it's almost therapeutic, but still, I'll look at this. And you know what, itty bitty, I don't care. You're welcome.
Fuck you still, Rob. This is a good conversation.
No, I don't care. She can rag on me. I don't care. I don't know why I like her, but she says some clever shit sometimes, even when she's jamming me, you know. I love my solitude. This chick don't understand. I like being alone. I live my life out here in the wilderness like I'm in the shoe.
That's real shit, though. I feel that, man.
Wow. Yeah.
I feel that, man.
So you don't know this. So this guy named himself Lee's Road Trip. So what you don't know is there's this guy named Lee Cole, and Lee
Cole. Why does that name sound?
You don't know. It's probably just because it sounds familiar. He's got a small little channel. No. Anyway, so I've been beefing with him, and I've given him.
Oh, is that the one you did the interview with? To start out with, and then y'all was beefing or some shit.
Yes.
Okay, I remember that now. Yeah, it was 2 mob dudes out of New York or somewhere or some shit.
Yeah. So who was running the Boston car in Terre Haute? So what about the Pen?
In the Pen, there was a dude named Scotty from Boston. That's what they called him, Boston Scotty. Okay. And hey, them Boston dudes are fucking nuts, man. For real, them dudes are retarded.
Absolutely, and really,
them dudes are fucking thrown off for real there with the shit.
So the Boston dudes are the closest to California as you can get, and I'm not tooting California, so everybody and everybody in California don't get excited. I mean, unabashedly, like dope fiends if they want to be, the ones that are. I'm not saying that everybody's proud to be a dope fiend in California. I'm saying they don't give a fuck. It's like so would you like in East Coast stuff when you call somebody a junkie or dope fiend, it's like they think you're demeaning or demoralizing them. In California, it's like, okay, so what do you got? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, so are you trying to like put me down? You know what I mean?
Hey, I had this motherfucker from Boston live right beside me, right? And they called him Franny. Francis Morgan. Hey, and tell me lies, sweet little lies. That's right. Let's see. I'll be having.
So this is reference to what's going on in the beef stuff.
Right on.
Whoa! After going to jail, losing DOD security, 7-year relationship, you got to get okay with yourself first. I figured it out.
And you know what? Joey, that's just what I said in the last interview, wasn't it? You know what? All that time, man. That's what I had to quit running for myself and get okay with me. You know what I mean? All the bad shit I did, I had to make bones about it. You know what I'm saying? And put it behind me.
Yeah. No, something happened in the last 48 hours that like the big worms come on, and I'm realizing that too. I gotta quit. People tell me all the time quit apologizing, but when it comes to talk to Marta the other day, and I've got to just say, okay.
You're right, Mikey. We got YouTube. We got fucking.
That's me. Yeah.
No, I know. We got
YouTube.
We got all the social media shit.
Yeah. Michigan City.
Okay, hey, Pittsfield, they got it in, and then Westfield. I remember hearing motherfuckers talking about, because Mikey Atkins, man, his dad did a bunch of time up there, and guess who got out? Steve Pitts got out.
No way.
I swear to God, man. Fucking 2-3 weeks ago, I was up in Illinois, and an hour from Terre Haute, you know what I'm saying? And Mikey was supposed to come up here and see me and shit. He had some shit going on with his old lady and the kids, but he gets me on a video call, man, and fucking Steve Pitts is at the halfway house, and he's like, "What's up, motherfucker?" Hey, I just seen Steve when I went and did my violation, man, in Greenville 2 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, him and his brother DJ was there. They were both there, right? No, I did juvenile shit in Tennessee, man.
Tommy, this fucking guy. This is all related to the other stuff. You don't want to. It's anyway. All right.
You guys are funny.
No,
he doesn't bring us liars that lie about everything.
Okay, Rob, bring us real interviews. He doesn't bring us. Oh, yeah. Well,
that's a true statement, though. I mean, shit.
Right. So, I mean, I can't. I'm looking forward to that interview too that I got with that dude from Mayans coming up next week.
What did he say? Started doing tick. I don't even want to know.
Let me see. Which one is it? I'll tell you.
And in my head, I'm still.
Something is wrong with me. I started doing tick at age 19, and in my head, I'm still 19. And I moved out.
You know why? You know why that is, man? And this is some shit. I really learned a lot, man. One thing I figured out when I was in prison, right, was, okay, I'm an addict. All right. Now that I fucking have identified the problem, now let me figure out how to combat the problem. Right. So I researched a lot of shit scientifically, different shit that different people's opinions and theses and all this type of shit on addiction, because used to is, it's just addiction. Oh, they're weak. They're weak. But now it has been scientifically proven that it is actually a chronic fucking disease that you will live with for the rest of your life. Now you have two options. You can either choose to be in recovery, an addict, or you can be in fucking full-blown relapse. You know what I mean? And full-blown use. So you make that decision, you know what I mean? But in our head, the way our wiring is, like, it really, well, you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking disease. And I don't remember where I was going with that, man, but to combat disease. So that's what I did, was I armed myself with information about it, to fucking try to, and I don't even know that I'm gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit it in his fucking mouth every day, but I don't know that I'm gonna beat it. I hope I do.
So it doesn't matter. I've realized it doesn't matter if I'm on drugs, off drugs, because it always goes somewhere. When I was sober, the time that when I was in Butner, almost 4 years or whatever. I got strung out on writing. Okay, that's what it was. I know
that's all you do is you substitute one for another.
That's what it is. It doesn't matter, you know. So it's go ahead.
When we've been diagnosed with that type of condition to where it's OCD and addiction go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
So they've never really properly. So I'm not. Who knows what the fuck I got?
Amber Alert.
This is what happened. I called dude Amber Alert. So that's what I'll show you the clips from it. You'd understand.
Oh, but back to what Mike Brooks was saying. So he said he still feels like he's 19. Well, through researching this shit and gaining this information and shit, right? It's proven that, okay, say as an adolescent, young teenager, we start smoking pot.
Yes.
That dwarfs our fucking our maturing. You know what I'm saying? The rate in which we mature. Yes. Okay. Then you compound on top of that, going into an institution. Okay, yes. Where your social skills and so on and so forth. Like me, for real, I might be 44 years old in physical sense, but mentally wise, I'm probably about fucking 28, 30, you know? And then on some social skills, I'm probably about fucking 20 or 18, you know?
Yeah.
Just because of being in that environment for so long, plus you had the fucking drugs, you know, all that shit. Yeah, but this is all scientific, you know, this is shit that they can back up scientifically. And I got to thinking, damn, man, it really fucked me up. So now I try to, don't get me wrong, I still struggle with it, but like I try not to make hasty decisions. I try to stop and not be impulsive, you know.
Because
let me tell you something. Hey, these motherfuckers, look, hey, these motherfuckers up here,
yeah,
man, they constantly fighting. Who's going to drive the car today? For real.
Mike DeBella, thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. And I see you. And I'm serious, Mike DeBella. I appreciate it. Interview Louis the Lions. I'm not sure that is. Tick is time. Okay. I got you.
Okay, got you. That makes sense. TikTok. Yep. The real TikTok.
Lee, where's the side? Jesus Christ.
Damn, he been eating too much motherfucking pasta, huh?
I don't want to sell it. Just give me an iPhone with YouTube and a charger.
Hey, that's hey, for real. Hey, I'm bowler, man. Better off left alone.
Let's not spam the chat with negativity. Yeah. No, look it. Itty bitty, like I said, and I'm not. I know that you're on that side. I don't care, honest to God, and I'm not like I don't care about.
All right, I'll definitely do that, man. Shit, I really, man. I need to go back down to Texas before too long, and you know, see some people down there. But I also, I want to plan a fall vacation to go watch the Titans game at home, and I could always, you know, say fuck it and take the long way around.
I say that's all. That's part of that other stuff. Please, Creeper Van. You gotta go. You gotta go see the shorts I did. You'll understand it, and it only takes a second.
Oh, Silas lies. She's part of us. She's welcome to join us. Also, it'd be a pleasure.
Let her stay. No, don't pick on her. She's all right. I mean, you know, and I appreciate you guys sticking up for me. But
hey, cool. So really, man, hey, look. So really, what you've done is this right here, Rob. I figured it out, right? You've honed your craft, and what you've done is you became a fucking. I'm trying to think of the word to say this, right?
Don't do it. Wait till after online. Don't do it. Don't. Because you know me. You know me more than you know what I mean. So
you became a fucking. You're magnet fishing for trolls.
Well, I will say this.
Yeah.
The other night, because I was really focused on this dude, so I woke up on Saturday and I was fucking livid when I found out that, like, oh, there's nothing you can do, Rosso. You know, you just have to a civil matter, right? So I was like flipping out, and it just so happened.
So here's what you do. Now, here's what you do. You go steal the motherfucker and bring it back to yourself because you've got a fucking finance any of that shit on it, right?
I got to finance on. I can't, Mike, because I'm on probation, and there's nothing I can do in life.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do in life. Dude, I can say the sky is yellow and it's yellow and it's like, oh, Ross said it's yellow, so it's blue. And that's that's it. You know what I mean? So, and I've done it to myself too. So it's all right.
And you can do, but you know what? This you can do anything you want though. You say, "Oh, I'm a pro, I can't do this." No, you can do anything you want if you're willing to take the consequences that comes with it.
Exactly. Yes. That's Silo's a guy that's so what happened, you don't know. So I was focused in on him. I just turn on the TV and there's this guy that's in this genre, and I see them talking about this dude Tony that I was on a panel with like a few weeks earlier. So when I saw it and I saw what was going on, I'm like, oh, I wanted to get maximum exposure to fuck with this guy, right? Like you know what I mean? That was my thought process. I'm open about it. So I like drug them over here, but I gave them the content that they wanted and I was sincere about, but I kind of used them for the lack of a better sake. I don't think anybody feels slighted because it wasn't like, but that's what my thought process was 100%, you know?
But see, you didn't use them. You know what I'm saying? You just enjoyed their shenanigans to help you to boost your ratings, which that's not using. Everybody does.
So really, all seriously. So I wasn't thinking like YouTube ratings and algorithm. It was like, I want people to hear. That's what it was. It was that sitting in my cell, not wanting to put hands on somebody. So I'll just sit there and plot on it. That's what it was. You know what I mean?
You know, crazy. Hey, listen, me and my lady was talking, right? And this was when my mom got clipped and she had to go in and she thinking it's all fucking cute and all this and that, right? And you know, she's kind of like, And I'm like, Mom, this shit ain't a fucking game, man. You know what I mean? It ain't a fucking game. I said, you think it is? I said, man, I said, you don't even realize. I was telling, you know, my lady, I said, when you sit back and you watch motherfuckers orchestrate shit and put shit into play to make certain things happen, just so other things happen, to get a motherfucker out of the way, and you see the manipulation, the lies, the deceit, the conning, and you're like, God damn, I'm some straight savage shit. Some fucking, you know, some mental warfare type shit.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit is fucking crazy, man.
Itty bitty, I believe you. I believe what you're saying. So let me tell you, and I've said it before. Here's one of the things that happened.
Well, better off left alone, man.
You remember Camden?
They talking about we want to go do this. I said, look, I don't need no fucking help. I can fuck up by myself. I'm better off left alone. I got priors like a motherfucker.
You remember Camden, right?
Oh yeah.
So you know I was on monitoring because of my writing and stuff.
Yep.
So
I know.
Camden one day, whatever the deal was, I don't remember what it was, but he came to me and he said, Rosso, he said, you know what? I know everything about you. I feel I know you intimately, and he wasn't being a creep. He was saying the truth. Everything I do, he's monitoring, you know, my email, everything. And he says, and I see what you're doing, like on the phone. He goes, I'd still buy what you sell. You know what I mean? So
hey, I told motherfuckers that. I said, look, man, I fuck with Rosso because this right here, the man can carry on a conversation. And for real, in the environment we were in, it's good to be able to talk to a motherfucker that ain't talking about fucking bitches, hoes, cars, and shit that they don't have anymore because they lost. You know what I mean? That's why you see, like, my conversation. I knew what the fuck I had before I went to fucking prison. I know what I got to do to get it again if I want it. You know what I mean? Fuck all that shit. As quick as it comes, as quick as they fucking took it.
That's what I said with Kelly the other day. One of the reasons Kelly used to, he was like thirsting for information, you know? Like he used to say that I was like a grumpy old dude. So he used to come in and like try to talk with me about current events and stuff like that. And I'd blow people off that didn't really have anything serious to say. Right. He would come in and when I recognized it, because I didn't want to hear all that bullshit. I didn't want to hear about drugs and drug dealing and the money you got and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right. Y'all don't go nowhere. Look, I'm going to show you right now. Look, hey, we're talking about material shit, right? I'm going to show you right now, though, right? And look, all honest money. All honest crick.
No, that's cool. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing going here. Hold on.
I thought you were waiting to read it. Mike, thank you.
I'm right here. Hold on.
You just paid my insurance bill. That's no joke. That's no joke. It's crazy.
Hey, listen. And we got the title to everything on the lot. You hear me?
Yeah.
The only thing that any banker institution owns, that the deed on, is the house. And a few more years in it, it'll be, yeah. Hard work.
How many more years on your house?
About 9 or 10.
Thank you.
Dude, let me tell you what these.
More
Let me
years?
tell you what these cocksuckers did to me, right? Hold on, what the fuck? There we go. All right, here's what? Oh, it's fucking. Oh, here
This
my
is
camera.
important. This is important because this guy was in prison for like how many? What, 10 years the last time, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we used to sit in cells and just, I mean, it felt like, well, me, I mean, with the last sentence, but even him felt like he was never gonna. I don't know. You guys that did time know exactly what it is.
Well, look here. That's my. Hey, let me tell you something. That's the first thing. I got that motherfucker. I got out of the halfway house March 15th of 2019, right? And coincidentally, man, I don't know, call it God's fate, whatever. I lost part of this finger, right, on a job, the place I was working at, and they paid all the medical bills and all that bullshit. But I had Aflac insurance. You know, you always hear about it, right? Well, I actually got the benefit of it, and I had Aflac insurance. And 2 weeks later, I fell and I burnt my hand. So all these doctor visits, X-rays, all that shit, man. Aflac's paying me for this shit, right? So I ended up with like $1,480 just in Aflac money. Right, that basically is free money, and I take it, man, and I get out of the halfway house March 15th, and 3.5 weeks later, I go and I put a down payment. I put $1,200 down payment on this bike, right? Now at the time, I'm like fucking 40 years old. Okay, first time in my life I've ever, without any, because before it was with women and shit like that, my ex-wife, whatever, but ever bought something. No co-signer, no fucking help from nobody, all honest money, honest grit, paid it off a fucking year early, no missed payments, no late payments, no nothing.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And it's mine. Actually, it's my son's. I told him he could have one when he fucking turned 16. He's already drove it. He sits on the front with me. I'll give him the handlebars and we go. But he got his own dirt bike he can ride. You know what I mean? And for any motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck about any naysayers or whatever. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't put my kids in harm's way. We ride on the bike, we have fun, and we love it.
Right on.
Okay. Here's another one.
Mike, what was your charges that you went to the feds for?
Fucking being an idiot selling dope to an informant.
What about in the state prison system?
The 2 felonies I had out of the state of Tennessee was a felony possession. Hold on, let me finish showing you my toys real quick. And I'll tell you about the cases. There's my truck right there, Avalanche.
Oh, right on.
Man, respect, man. That's right. You know what? That's what I was told, motherfuckers. You know what? I'm the same motherfucker in the joint as I am on the street. Ain't no other man gonna dictate my pace. You know what I mean? And I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck if he was white and you didn't like me. I didn't give a fuck if he was black and you didn't like me. You know what I mean?
So Michael, just so you understand. So it's not that you couldn't kick it with us in there, right? So Mike came in and he was a vice lord. He came from a different system. He's a vice lord in this feds. So he would straight up. Mike is somebody. If I was in Leavenworth when I first came down with, I would be like that person towards him because he fucked with blacks, and that's the honest to God truth. It's that mentality. I have before. I have seen I have been a part of fucking up white dudes that mess with black dudes. I have, straight up. I mean, it's like that is from the West Coast mentality that way. You know what I mean? And it changed when I always had a black friend that was like, I don't want to say token because that's not the truth, but I've always been close with somebody black, and it's usually like the most racist black person there is because I used to love hearing their philosophies or what they talk about, and I always got along with them. I will have Wayne on one day. He'll come on if I stay out.
You better stay out. It's up to you. But look,
he's a real leader of the Rolling 60s in LA for a long time.
Here you go. Here's the other one.
He'll tell you, you racist ass cracker. He used to tell me all the time, but we got along like that. It was prison bullshit, being indoctrinated in the mentality. I've done stuff. I've done a video about it. And
here you go. Hold on.
Go ahead, Mike.
You know why that is? Rob? It's this right here, man. Right? Hold on. Let me flip here. Oh, let's see there. All right, I'll show you. We'll do a daytime live, man, and I'll let y'all see the toys, man. But I'm just proud of them because a lot of hard work, man. A lot of fucking.
Sure. No, that's why I wanted you. This isn't like showing off drug shit.
No. This is no, not at all, dude. It ain't no motherfucker can come and knock on his door and say, hey, we season this for this or we season that. No, you ain't seasoning a goddamn thing. We own everything outright. We work our ass off for what the fuck we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Duck Fart, Alabama, that's fun. It's so funny saying Duck Fart all the time. He said that looks bigger than an 883.
It wasn't. He said it looks bigger than an 883.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's titled as an 883.
So and real quick, Michael Brooks, just to get back to that, and it wasn't black dudes, it was white guys that ran black or grew up in the hood or whatever. That was like, oh, those are like the enemy. Oh, you race trading son of a bitch.
Exactly. I told you, man. Listen, motherfucker was telling me, say, man, if a race riot jumps off, you're fucked, dog, because the white dudes are gonna fuck you up and the black dudes are gonna fuck you up because they think you're white.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, and when you were talking about those cops, about how the cops say it's true. You know, even look. So even me being a Terre Haute and fucking with you, when Struggle came in, I don't know nothing about him. I know that he raps. Okay, so even me, my brain automatically says, "Oh, geez, not another one of those dudes." I swear to God. So
hey, listen.
Now I get out and I'm listening to this dude.
And you know why it is though? Because here's why, man. People program. They don't realize it or not, but they program their children. Okay, just by their actions and their deeds. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I'm so thankful and so glad that my mom raised me. She said, you judge somebody on how they fucking deal with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. I don't give a fuck if they're black. I don't give a fuck if they're green, orange, purple, tan, yellow, red. They don't make a fuck. If they're a good motherfucker, they're a good motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If they're a piece of shit, then they're a piece of shit. So I grew up in the hood. So, when I was younger, we started, using ghetto slang, ghetto terms, this, that, and the other. And I remember, man, the first time I'm in my house, man, and I'm in there, a couple of my buddies is over there and we talking shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, you got me fucked up. My mama heard it in the other room, came in there and slapped the fuck out of me and said, boy, don't you ever use that fucking word again. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, my partners are like, man, why you tripping? He's cool. And my mom's like, no, that shit ain't happening. And y'all need to quit thinking about yourselves like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and at the time, I'm just like, Mom, you being a butthead, and
yeah. So real quick, this dude says, Rob's trying to marry itty bitty. And I said, there she is right there, says, so y'all's racist. Or I just came back and I said, no, I was me being prejudiced towards white guys that ran with blacks. That's what I was saying. So
right. And that's what it was. Like I told you earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, white dudes that don't like blacks or, other people of color, whatever, what they don't like more than that is a motherfucking white dude that fucks with them.
At the end of the day, nobody pays my debts. I do it myself for growing up. Yeah.
Nobody want to walk around anybody's shoes. That's right. That's why I tell motherfucker, hey, look here. You talk all this shit you want to, but hey, lace these motherfuckers up and take a couple steps.
Go ahead.
How do you get those bike tires on your Avalanche? Hey, listen, I had 35s on that motherfucker, man. And it ain't a West Coast thing. Don't put that on us.
She doesn't understand what I'm talking about. So she doesn't understand I'm a 53-year-old white dude. And yes, I learned how not to associate with or not to be able to eat with blacks or kick it with them too long in the California state prison system. That's the truth. But like I said, I saw with my own eyes after marrying my wife who's from Spain and a European. Racism or prejudice, whatever you want to say. They used to discriminate against me. I tripped out.
There is a difference though between racism and prejudice. Okay, prejudice is just like it says. You prejudge. You are automatically prejudging that person based on whatever it may be, whether it be that they're fucking Jamaican. So you're automatically, you know what I'm saying? You're automatically, oh, they ain't no good because they're Jamaican, or oh, look, they're from fucking they're from the fucking trailer park. So you prejudge the fact that you know what I'm saying, that they're whatever. Racism, you just don't like a motherfucker because whatever race that they are.
See, this is why this right here, what's coming up right now. This is why I can't stop like hitting people that are like hating on me, right? It's this kind of ignorance. Boom. They did 100% they're racist. Bobby was a DWB. Google Dirty White Boys prison game. Ooh, they're racist. No, they're not. No, they're not. There are people in the so there's two different dirty white prison gangs, education leaking. So two different dirty white. There's the Fed tip. Actually, there's more now. They're all over. There's the Fed tip, and then there's the Indiana.
But you know what? There's DWBs in other states too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
they just don't. But it's two organizations, correct?
So yeah, but you say organization. That when it comes to the feds, that's not a term that I've used. I've used the term disorganization because there's not a head structure in this.
For y'all, maybe.
There is.
For y'all.
In Indiana for the dirty white boys. Look, what I'm saying is there's nobody at the top coming all the way down. I've been out of the loop for a minute, but if they're never, that was one of the things that we were having problems with back in the day. You know, it's different. It's different now with the computers and the technology. But one of the issues was the structure. But guys like that because they couldn't pick up RICO cases. You know what I mean? That was the conversations that were being had. You know, we couldn't get RICO. That was the whole thing.
Hey, that's what I told the company to do.
Google, and really quick, when you Google, I bet it comes from the Southern Poverty Law Center too, right? I like when people who never did time or trouble call people racist. I get what they're saying, though. I just see that's one of my flaws. I gotta correct that. I gotta smash. That's like it's a sickness. It's my immaturity.
You know that? Hey, did you meet any Jewish guys in prison? If so, did they keep it kosher? You know what? There was a couple. There was a few there at Terre Haute because remember once in a while they'd to go out there with their they'd have the fucking tent out there by where the Odin's people had their shit. Remember?
I'm trying to think of Terre Haute Jews. I don't remember.
They had like a blue tent that they would go in. They only did it like fucking once a year, and
oh yeah, no, I'm trying to think because of
the fucking dreidel, the fucking yarmulke, and all that shit.
God, my neck is just
not all that shit. I'm not trying to be disrespectful with all that stuff that they, they're garden.
They used to get that special food. They used to buy it.
It's a whole other world in here, and there you ain't lying. It is.
Booster, swiper, did nothing but time on 4 yards. I was groomed by killers inside real. What the fuck? Okay, I'm a booster. Oh, booster. I thought you were clowning and saying like.
No, he's gonna say he's a booster. Hey, shit, I kept a booster back in the day.
I thought he was saying like a baby rat. I thought he was going to be clowning. That's what I thought it was. I thought he was going to be clowning.
Hey, let me tell y'all a cool ass booster story, right? How I ended up with a badass fucking TV for about fucking 2 hours of my time. So I had a guy back in the day, fucking badass. You know what I mean? Hey, this motherfucker still the goddamn draws off Cinderella. You hear me? Real shit. And this motherfucker comes up, he says, "Hey man, I need you to do me a favor, bro." I said, "What's up?" He said, "Let me borrow $500. What the fuck you mean let me borrow $500? He said, "Not for real." He said, "Let me borrow $500. He said, "In 2 to 3 hours, I'm gonna give it back to you, and I'm gonna give you a free TV." I said, "You are?" He said, "Yeah." I said, $500 for a couple hours. I said, "Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, if you ain't got my fucking money in a couple hours," I said, "I'm done fucking with you." You know what he said? "Bro, you ain't even got to worry about it. You're gonna go with me." I said, "What?" "Two different types of white gangs, pro-white and neo-Nazi racists are just men who aren't going for shit." Well, normally the men who ain't going for shit are just fucking men. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Mike.
But
okay. Yeah, Mike.
So anyhow, so he says, "Come on, let's go. Let's get your van." Right? Interview FBS on his time in Iraq.
I'll tell you, go ahead, finish your story. Now I'm gonna comment on it.
So look here, man. We pull up to a Walmart, right? He's like, "You ain't even got to go nowhere, man. Just sit right here." I said, "All right." So about 10 minutes later, he comes out, pushing a fucking cart, puts the fucking thing in, puts the big ass TV in the fucking van, walks right back in the fucking store, goes in there and grabs another one, walks right back out, and I'm watching him. He got the receipt in his mouth, right? And dude's like, so boom, he got it. Then turns around and goes to fucking 5 other motherfucking these franchise stores in the Kansas City area. Goes in, 10 minutes later, walks out, boom, TV. I said, "Boy, you's a bad motherfucker." He said, "Hold on." He said, "We ain't done." I said, "Yeah, where's my money at?" He said, "Hold on." He said, "I gotta go take this TV back real quick." So he took the first one back. I said, "Boy, you's a slick son of a bitch."
Right.
And gave my $500 back. And he gave me a free TV.
Oh shit, huh? So,
Yeah.
So two things. So, somebody said this guy Frank, they made special kosher kitchens in the prisons. Rabbis would come in and every blessing. So California had a really big, well, Chino they did. So I was actually a friend of the Jewish Fellowship. That's where I hung out. Was in the temple or whatever.
So you're a fucking Nazi. You're a Nazi Jew, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, yeah, and I used to. That's where I learned how to do heroin. To be honest. So, and here we go. As far as Smelly Hat, interview SBS on his timer. So, FBS is a guy that I've had long time beefs with before. I'm never going to say anything.
I watched a couple of your videos. And
I'm never going to say anything bad about him again. I said that last night. And the reason is his mom's dying or sick right now, and that's my way of putting energy out, like hoping everything's good for him or for her, whatever happens. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. I will not, and I wish Chris the best. There's a race about character. How you've been raised, good parents, and it's straight. Yeah, and let me say something else. I don't like if a person's racist, and I'm talking about whatever. You know, I used to like. Remember C-Love?
That's my guy. You know, he's one of the brothers. C-Love, one of the brothers.
Where is he now?
Last I knew, he was back in the Shy, man. Hey, that brother was crazy. We actually, me and D-Lo, one of our little workout deals, that's what we called it. We called it the love. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, he did. It man's like a fucking 12, 15 pump burpee, and he wants. We're gonna do 50 of them. I said, bro, do the fucking math, man. It's like 50. I said, bro, man, you trying to kill me? So that man went hard like a fucking action figure.
Did he go back, or is he out, or what's the deal with him?
I don't know. Man, I left him. When the last time I talked to C-Love was when I left the joint that day, that morning, because I gave him my fucking watch. Yeah, he one of the brothers, man.
That was my dude. So I was gonna say, so he used to, you know, he was indoctrinized in Black Power radical shit, you know, and I would go over there and I'd read Farrakhan stuff. Love Farrakhan. What's the call? What's the name of
the call? Final call.
I'm gonna tell you. So I don't get love Farrakhan shit. I mean, just because you get to see what everybody's thinking or what's coming from,
and it's thought provoking.
Man, for sure. I mean, I think people are foolish that didn't read it and stuff.
I think people are full of shit when they close their mind and they don't want to be open to even. Okay, it's one thing. Look, you don't have to agree with and believe what I believe, but at least be open to it. Jay Williams on here for an interview. Yeah, hey, that dude does some good interviews too. I watch some of his shit. But
I don't know who he is.
Jay Williams, let life live, or some shit like that. He's another prison YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I've watched this shit though. She's been in the joint a lot of days.
So he's talking about that dude FBS that back in the day claimed he was a right.
But what I'm saying is, like, where we fuck up is people, because we can't nobody tell us nothing. We got our own fucking way. We're tough. We're gangster, and the real fucking fact of the matter is this right here. If we become so fucking shallow-minded, so narrow-minded that we don't even want to take other people's advice or take other people's, the beauty of this world is this right here. We can all live on this fucking world and have different fucking viewpoints, different ways of life, different ideologies, and still fucking coexist.
Right. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So real quick, Michael. So this was the deal. So the dirty white, but there wasn't an ideology of. So there wasn't literature being read, passed about. There wasn't white power stuff. That's what I'm saying. Just a bunch of dudes with charity tattoos, and it was about. And you know what? Let me tell you something. There's the sad truth.
I know the real.
Most white gangs beat up each other. It's all about fucking beating up each other, other white guys. I mean, I'm not dissing. I'm just saying. And you know what I'm saying, Mike. Anyway.
Yeah. Let me.
I got you. So he's correct.
You big ass piss man. To see aren't racist gangs. My bad. Duck fart.
Okay.
You lost me, duck fart.
Yeah. Right, I'm not going to go. That's all right. Mike Miller's. Let's go here. Mike Miller facts.
That's really what it's down to. I piss people off because they be like, like on the interview or application or something, right? They say, it says race, white, black, or they say Caucasian, black, Hispanic, non-Latino, whatever. And I scratched my own. I put other, human.
Do you? Is that what you do?
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people like they look at that and they said, "You put human race on here." I said, "Because I am. I'm a fucking human, just like you are." Okay, God put us all here. God, whatever you want to choose to call him, God put us on here for whatever reason. Okay, but we are on here as the human race. It's us, man, that created division and it has the division amongst us and wants to say, "Oh well, you're white, you're black, you're Asian." You know what I'm saying? And then you the flip side of that, you're talking about in prison. They like keeping the division. Okay, there's more fucking division, more segregation in the feds than there was in the state, hands down. And the reason why is this right here, because if they keep division amongst us, guess what? They run the joint.
Ain't gonna go after the staff. Ain't gonna try to organize. Ain't gonna try to say unions back in the days. For working all that.
If you could ever get 100, okay, most joints hold fucking 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 people, right? If you could ever get 100 motherfuckers on the same page of all different races, they can't stop it.
I mean, Mike, I don't disagree. The other thing is the dope too. So the dope a lot of times will keep people from wanting to do something.
That's why they let the fucking dope in. People talk all this shit. That's why they let the fucking dope in.
Angelo, real quick, are you talking about FBS? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's sometime, whatever. AC, did you watch Ryan? I've never watched him either. Or who's that? I'm trying to get up Michael Brooks. Divide and conquer. I was going to say divide and conquer.
That's what it is. Divide and conquer. Keep them separated.
Yeah. Government, the biggest gang in the world. Jesus Christ.
That's the truth. That's the fucking truth. That's the big. They the biggest gang.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay. Anyway. Yeah. You're right. Look him up. I like this channel is still up.
Who was it?
Oh, that's right. I just heard about that. People were talking about Ryan Leon, whatever his name is. This guy right here.
I think I watched a couple of his things. Hey, dude has some decent shit, man, for real.
Yes, and he overdosed. Was it in the hospital or something?
That's fucked up, man. Because hey, Rob. Now that we on here, we're gonna talk about this. You remember I talked about doing this shit before.
YouTube.
Yeah, doing what I was gonna do something, and I was gonna call it convict culture. You know what I mean? Because for real, man, it's a fucking culture. It's a way of life. I mean, after you've done it for so fucking long, and the other part of it is people are enthralled by this shit. You know what I mean?
So absolutely. So I told
my old lady, bro. I told my old lady, and she's like, no, and I told her, and then look, not even fucking 2 days later, right? We're laying in bed, and her daughter calls her and is like, hey, Mom. She's like, what? She goes, man, so-and-so got arrested. She's like, how do you know that? She's got a fucking app on her phone that she can check the goddamn jail roster down here at any fucking moment. And I was like, see, told you.
Crime.
Why you said something? Boom. And I told her, I said,
destruction, death, crime. Boom. Bleeds. If it bleeds, it leads. But it's all. But let me tell you, YouTube. I mean, I didn't even know what it was. It wasn't about. Marta used to say that I'd be good on YouTube back in the day, and I didn't even know it. I was going to write. I was going to do the book thing. That's where I was headed. It didn't work out that way. Then I did a video on Facebook 90 days out. It was like, my family like freaked out about it. Good. My cousins and stuff. That's what led to this. And then it just happened. But I'm going to say that the powers that be think this is like bad for rehabilitation, don't like it, think it's because I'm still talking about prison and stuff like that. So I'm caught in this trap.
Here's why, right? But you got to understand this, right? And don't beat yourself up over it because you lived that life for a long goddamn time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're still making a transition. Just like I was saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So everything that you've learned for the past 28 years, you got to unlearn. That's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it doesn't. It's so when you. So I think what ends up coming up is a lot of time, Mr. Russell, you're an intelligent person. You know what you're doing. You know the.
Yeah, most fucking convicts are pretty goddamn intelligent.
What?
Most fucking convicts are pretty goddamn intelligent.
I'm saying it doesn't matter. And then I was going to tell you about Camden earlier. So it came up one time, and there was a government official that I bumped heads with in the beginning, and we were going back and forth. He was saying I had 1 foot in that life, just the public life, 1 foot in the civilian life. We were going back and forth, and it was something about manipulation came up, and I made the comment like, yeah, yes, I'm a master manipulator because I learned from the best. If you're in prison and you want like a bed move, you have to out manipulate staff. Staff go get trained for that. I made that comment, and then I fucked up one day when I made this test me. I was all high, and I said something about, one of the SIS guys said I was the best who ever done it. I don't even know what the fuck. Like I did it to myself. You understand? So now everything comes from the prison of Rob's line manipulating, blah blah blah.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is you got out of general population in Terre Haute, and now your ass over in D unit. Everything is being scrutinized.
Yeah, and then take the beautiful, perfect wife into consideration that I destroyed, okay, or whatever you want to say, and then
you know why? Rob? Here's why. You know why we do shit like that? Because we're still broken, right? And we end up with something that is fucking amazing, and we know that in our heart we don't feel like we're worthy of it. So we slowly break it down to get it to where we're at.
Yeah. Oh, so
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's hilarious. That's that Ryan Leone. Yeah.
Hey, dude's he got some good shit for real.
Yeah, people have been telling me about that.
But look.
Yeah, Mike, look, and I agree too. This.
Nah, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't have the time to commit to it, and with my kids and all that shit, I don't, man.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to see how I'm going to be able to handle it in September. Well, let's see what happens. They want me to go to transitional living still.
You probably need to go, seriously, bro, on some real shit.
I don't. The problem is, like, I'll lose this house. Like, I don't. I'm on my thread right now, Mike.
Oh yeah, and you and your people fucking had issues and shit.
I'll lose the house. I mean, I'm serious.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You came home, right? You got the house in no time, right?
My family, my sister and brother-in-law gave me property galore and $10,000.
And then they did some dirty shit too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well look, as quick as you got it, it can go just as quick, okay? And I'm gonna tell you,
that's all gone. This is what I got left. Cars.
Hear me out, Rob. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the fucking day, 2 years ago, you sitting in a fucking cell with a goddamn handful of shit in a goddamn locker, okay? What the fuck would you rather lose, your goddamn freedom or your fucking house? Because without your fucking freedom, you ain't got the goddamn house.
Yeah. So.
Priorities.
Funny you just said that. So when you're my freedom so in what start from zero coming out of prison?
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's what I did. You know what I came out of the penitentiary with, man? 2 totes full of clothes that I luckily put up a long time ago at my mom's before I went to the joint. 2 totes of clothes. That was it. And a few $100 I had on my books, you know what I'm saying, that I saved for when I was going home.
So I'm probably 90 days away.
Within 2 weeks, I bought me a bicycle.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with that? I was like, what the fuck you mean I'm going to do with that? Pat and turn don't work that good, so I'm going to jump on this fucking bike. He said, we mean pat and turn, pat your feet, turn them corners. I wasn't much for walking,
Yeah.
Now,
No, I'm about 60 to 90 days away from being cool, where I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
And do what you got to do to make it fucking 45 days.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, yeah. I start a channel. This guy's literally spot on, bro. Oh boy, here we go. Here it goes. Man, this is gonna be. I'm telling you right now. Well, it's not. Let's see. It's late right now. Tomorrow when they watch, this is gonna be a topic. Oh, he will. He will.
I appreciate it, man. I ain't liked by everybody, but you know what? My kids like me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, my old lady, my kids, that's the only motherfuckers I'm trying to impress. That's the only thing I got to prove anything to.
So you guys, next, what Mike just said right now, next week, there'll be somebody on, and it's Wilson Ramirez. He's talked today, so I think there's not a problem with that out. Should be Tuesday. He was on the Sons of Anarchy, Mayans, started the movie Kilroy, and he's not acting anymore. But what Mike just said about the wife and kids, he had to make a decision, and he's got a story that's just wow. I talked to him today, and it was amazing. You know, it was amazing. So I'm looking for that. Thanks, OG Mike, set that one up. Yeah, your freedom was worth it. Boy, I stepped into that. This is coming back home.
You know what? A peace of mind is worth more than anything, because you can have your freedom and have a fucked up mind and not be at peace in your mind and free in your mind, and you're fucked.
Yeah. So I came down here. I had to literally when I left there, no money. I had to take that side by side. That was recently called. I was asking for advice about that from a government official. I was originally called. That's yours to deal with. That was a poor choice. The choices I had at that time were lose my house because the cops were coming to steal it, or and that's been called an exaggeration and not true. It was true, and then do that or what? And I've just been scraped like this every day or every couple of days or so. That's where I'm at, but it's building right now. You know,
and it will. You know, it takes time, man.
Yeah, but I'm not going to have no time. I don't think. Anyway.
Then,
yeah.
Look at where you're at. You know what I'm saying, and look at what you want to happen. Okay, if you know certain things are going to happen, it's just inevitable. Then you need to make certain moves to fucking protect what you got or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I know.
So
yeah, you're right. So okay, so we've been on a minute.
Yeah, you're a smart guy. Well, you got to think. Fucking a half hour of that was.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
That hell, a half hour of that was getting everything set up and going because my phone kept fucking up and all that shit.
Yeah, so it was like I shaved and I forgot I was doing something. I think I washed the dishes or whatever. Then I was like, man, it's like 3 minutes. Shit, I haven't dropped the link. Then when I called you, you weren't even home yet, so it worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was actually right down the road, man.
Drinking coffee.
A guy that I was at in a halfway house with and shit. You know, he stayed out here and he's doing decent. You know, he's staying out of trouble and just happened to stop in over at his house for a quick second. Hollered at him and fucking was like, "Hey, I gotta go."
Yeah. So Nally.
Yeah, man, what happened with that, dude? That kind of hurt my heart. When I listened to that message, we had already just had did my cousin's service, and we were back at my aunt's house when some of his friends and everything were over there hanging out and kind of telling me stories and this, that, and the other. And I heard that and I was just like, "Fuck, man!" I was like, "Well, there's two." You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be number 3? Got stabbed
in the chest 4 times. They got the guy's in custody right now. So apparently, he was staying with this girl, but I think he had like a few different. I believe there was a few different girls, right? And he was
He was looking rough. He'd send me a fucking friend request like every other month
with the new Facebook, right? Yeah, I know.
Hey, after the last 2 or 3, I said, "Man, look, I'm not accepting that. Okay, a third of my fucking friend list is you."
Absolutely. No, so it'd be like, I got emotional about it the other day. I kind of said something, but it was because we were talking like almost. He was calling me every day. Now, whether we were talking every day was different. You know what I mean? Because he just sit there. I mean, it was cool, because we talk about problems. Talking about
that was my smoking buddy. I used to dip down there. Me and Yancey, I used to smoke the fuck out of cigarettes. Yeah.
I don't think anybody in that joint got as many cigarettes as Nally did because he had that hustle. He can move. He can move with that cart. And he always, man, I didn't like him at first. Like when I first met him, seriously, like he knows that. It's not like someone.
He was a fucking smart ass.
He had that. When he got killed, that's what I didn't know if it was. I didn't know what it was. But apparently,
talking shit.
apparently he was at an ex-girlfriend's house or something. I don't want to. He was at a girl's house. I think it was his ex, and I think the new boyfriend came over. The girl he was living with called him at like 1 o'clock, and he said, "Pick me up some beer." She was going to get some beer for him and pick him up, and then bring him home. Okay. By the time she got there, he'd been stabbed. So they got into it. Him and that dude got into it. Natalie is 50, the dude's 34. So, but do you think Natalie would charge him or throw a first punch? Would you think he would?
I don't know, because he had talked shit and walk off a little bit. I don't know.
I'm not trying to say he was a pussy. I'm just saying he wasn't a fighter. You know what? I just don't know.
He had that mouth kind of guy. He was kind of one of those, like, he ain't gonna let you just run over him. You know, he'll talk a little shit, be a smart ass and everything.
I just thought of something. You know what? I just thought of a situation where he did like he was backed up in a corner, and just what you just said. Somebody was on him like he was going to do something, and he went in the cell with them. I just thought of something. You're right. So maybe
he wasn't going to go out of his way to throw the first punch, but I mean, he wasn't going to let you walk all over him. He'll let you get by with some shit, just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But because I mean, I like Nally, man. I really did. I mean, you know, I played fucking softball with him. We fucking hung out and smoked cigarettes like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember when he got his knee. He was leaving right before he was going home. He's like, he's going to go get a knee replacement at Butner. I said, bad move, bro. He's like, what do you mean? I said, they send you home sprung the fuck out. I was in the Butner complex. I know. He's like, no, I'm going to wean myself up. And I said, Nally, listen, dude. Don't go to Butner now. Don't do this.
He was fucking, he was fucked up half the time in there anyway, you know.
The highest guy in the joint.
I
made up a song about it.
Got them livers, got them many neurotins he used to fucking eat.
Yeah, so no, but and I don't mean so this just so for you guys don't know, he worked construction maintenance, which means he had a tool cart, which means he had access to leaving whenever he wanted, pretty much, and he can go into any cell block, and then and he had a hustle. So let's say I wanted a shelf put up. He'd charge what, $3 a stamp, whatever they charge to put a lock, to move a locker, the lockers are bolted, huh?
I think me and Ice gave him fucking. I think we gave him $4 to put them fucking lockers on the wall and put our shelves up and shit.
Yeah, so in construction maintenance, so you have to do the job you're supposed to do every day, and then the bosses, as part of the job, because they don't pay you shit, they let you go do whatever you want. You know, they let you go hustle. So paint sales. So he had access to go wherever, and he had fat stamps, which is money in prison. He had fat pockets full of stamps, and he had all the tobacco and any random. I hate to say it. That's bad because it's family. I don't want. You know. Anyway.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey, the motherfuckers say what they want to, man. But hey, look, they might have said this. He was that. Cause he did some crud ball shit. You know, he drugged some motherfuckers on some money and shit. But overall, man, now he was a good dude, man. I liked him.
Was sad as fuck. Yeah, I heard. Fuck, you don't even know. There's probably gonna be exhibits next time I go to the office about this shit. Oh, this is different. Talking about Angel Gotti, John Gotti's daughter. Itty bitty, laugh out loud, Mike Bell. I don't know what's itty bitty doing now. That was from before. Naked Chicks, man. There's Cyrus.
www Naked Chicks, man.
Okay.
FAKC.
I never know what they're gonna get. It's just that they come up with
FAKC. Where you at, FAKC? You around Kansas City?
Hold on. Where's that back?
I see you got the Mahomes on that motherfucker.
Shoot. Wait, where we at? Hold on. Oh, FAKC right there.
Yeah. John 3:16. That's right. Jesus is the only way to heaven. He was a good dope dealer addict. Who the fuck is this?
You never know.
My father.
Yeah, people will come in. They'll try. They'll just do that. You know what I mean?
Kansas City. Yep. Where you at in Kansas City? I'm in Leavenworth, dude. I'm in Kansas City all the time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be down there tomorrow, and I'm gonna be down there Saturday.
So it was like last year I went to a Chelsea Handler concert or a show.
Hey, she's fucking amazing. She's funny as shit, dude.
and in Kansas City, and that was the first time I went outside. And then I went to Leavenworth, and it was a trip.
Where'd you go to Midland? Where'd you watch Chelsea Handler at?
Where I forgot.
Me and the wife went and watched Nick. What's his name? Nick Sorensen from fucking Grandma's Boy and all the Adam Sandler movies and shit. He's in Westport. Okay. My dude used to live in Westport. He had a tattoo shop up there. He's got a tattoo shop up off North Oak and Berry Road now.
Yeah. You talk to me, Mike. We said it
was
already. He's new. Go ahead.
What prison was I in? We in the feds? 14 months at CCA Leavenworth, the federal holdover, and then I went to USP Terre Haute for a little over a year, and then went to FCI Terre Haute.
Before the prison flipped. Yeah.
Yeah, before it flipped. I wasn't walking with no fucking weirdos.
I did it, Butner. I mean, I had to. I tell you
what, man. Hey, I hated when I went back and did that violation in Greenville, man. I hated it. Them dudes had their own tape and everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's sex offender prison, pretty much, right? It's
not. Don't get it. No, it's not a sex offender program because they don't got no sex offender programs. Okay, now there might be sex offenders there, but it's not a sex offender camp. You know, what do you say? Hello, Rob. How are you? Oh, Dr. Nigger, fucking dumbass.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, man, I missed that. I was going to say good morning. I'm glad you. Why in the world would you choose to live in Leavenworth, Mike?
Well, you know what? Our good old great federal government brought me to Leavenworth, right? By force. And to do my time. Well, when I got out, I came to the halfway house here. And I needed to fucking have a fresh start away from the bullshit. So I just said, fuck it. I got a job 7 minutes, front door to front door, walk from the halfway house right here in Leavenworth. So I said, fuck it, and stayed here and stayed out the way. Got me an apartment, got me a house, or got me a fucking, start out with a 2003 Trailblazer. Or first I started out with a bike, and then I got a better bike, and then I got my license back, and then I got a Trailblazer. Came in a Crossroads, yeah. It was at the blue building and the blue and the green roof, huh? I never did time in Missouri. I've heard all about all this shit, but never done no time there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was, like I said, when I went back to that concert, what's Leavenworth, it was crazy. Because, when I went in there, I went in there with the death sentence. I was never supposed to get out. And looking at it on the outside, it was like, oh.
Dude, let me tell you this, Rob. All bullshit aside, right? This is an outsider looking in, and this is not me knowing you. This is just me knowing the situation, right? Okay. You got a gift to gab. You're intellectual. You're not a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You're a decent person. I can't never recall that you've ever done any fucking backdoor scumbag shit.
No, real quick, just so the scumbag shit that I've done in prison. So as a leader, gang leader in Lewisburg, yeah, I pulled some Machiavelli and Moose for sure. And me when I ran.
The situation warrants it though.
Huh?
Sometimes shit like that happens in that environment because the situation.
Oh, sure. Yeah, but the thing I would do if I got on a run, whether it was gambling, dope, whatever, I spun people for paying debts for a while. I had a gold card. That. So I was able to people would get mad sometimes if I wasn't paying them for a month. But you know what I'm saying. So that's the worst thing that somebody could say about me in prison. You know what I mean?
And you wasn't no pay. You was a slow pay.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no, I always paid them. But go ahead. You can say what you.
Anyhow, you did what a lot of motherfuckers couldn't do. Okay. You did you how you met Marta and all that, right? And then what came to be, I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers was in shock. They're like, how in the fuck did he pull this off? This chick's about to marry him. I was like, conversation.
Yeah, paying attention to her. Yeah, that's true. And what I didn't do when I got out, that's the truth.
That's when you got to take all that extra shit off your plate.
Yeah. What do you mean?
All the extra shit, all the extra drama, fucking, and focus on her. Focus on what got you where you are.
So the problem was, and I can look at it and see.
Look, I'm sitting here telling you this, and this is shit that I need to practice more on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I sit here and say everything's great and hunky dory, but it's not. Me and my lady, man, we've had our fucking problems. You know what I mean? And you know what a lot of our problems are is, What the fuck my security light going off? Hold up. Fuck around and find out. But
That
anyway,
happened to me last night. I was outside and there's lights and I was like, oh Jesus.
oh dude, look, well here's the thing. We had some dumb motherfucking piece of shit last year break into one of the vehicles, you know what I'm saying? And try to get into the other one, but it was locked. And I sent word out on the street. I told motherfuckers, I said, you know what, you tell the motherfucker, they come over here, I got something for their ass. I promise you, then they're not gonna leave the property. They're gonna leave the property in a goddamn body bag. Cause I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them with this little fucking short pipe I got.
Right.
I ain't playing.
I hear you. I hear you.
Hey, you know what? In the state of Kansas, it's called a castle law. Guess what? You come in my motherfucking house, I'm gonna send you to meet God. Because I have zero understanding. I got PTSD. I'm fucked up. I've been jumped in the joint before. You know what I'm saying? I done had motherfuckers pull knives on me and shit. So guess what? I'm fucked up. I got papers to prove it. Come in my goddamn house you want to looking for something that don't belong to you. And you're gonna get something that don't belong to you. And you know what? I stand on that. I don't go.
No, and you lost fear of being hurt, like beat up or something. That's what's happened to me. Like and it's in a kind of a bad. I don't know. Anyway.
No, here's the thing. Look, you know what? You talking about a fear? Look, I have a fear going back to jail, right?
Oh no, I'm not talking about death.
Oh no, no, I don't have a fear of death. I don't want to die yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got a lot of shit, man. I want to do and happen in life. You know, I still got a lot of living left to do. So I don't want to die, you know, and I want to spend as much time as I can with my kids, with my lady, the people who matter to me, you know. But
Excuse you.
when I had to go, yeah, I had another one coming. There he is. Excuse me. When I had to go back and do that 6 months, man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. You know, and I'm not scared to go to any fucking prison. I'm not scared of, I'm not scared of jail. I'm not scared of anything because I know how to carry myself. I don't do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an idiot. I don't cause problems. You know that. But I'm gonna be honest, man, I was scared to go back to jail. You know why? Because for once in my fucking life, everything was together. Everything was the way it's supposed to be. With a woman that loves me, that cares about me, that wants to see the good in me, that sees the good in me. I had 2 of my kids. I was working on a relationship with the other ones. You know what I mean? I had shit together, man, and I was scared to death I was gonna lose it all. And let me tell you what, man, I came home. Everything was there. My truck, my Harley, everything was here waiting on me. My kids, my dog. You know what I mean? And my old lady gonna tell me, baby, I hope you ain't mad at me. I said, for what? Because you got to get a new battery for your truck and for your bike. I said, you give a fuck about getting a new battery? It's still here.
I hear you. Yeah.
You know, she moved my kids in with her. You know what I'm saying? Took care of my kids for 6 months, you know, her and my mom, you know, but my mom had her own place, but brought them to come see me, you know, fucking, I don't know what the fuck I ever did in life, man, to deserve her. Kind of like you, you know, I've had fucking ample opportunity. This is where I was going with this with you. You know, you had a beautiful woman. You still got her, I'm sure. Look what you're doing right now, like with the channel. You know what I'm saying? You had a fucking life sentence. Rob, you were never supposed to come home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See it for what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's more to it than what you're looking at, than what you acknowledging.
No. But so the thing is I can see from the time I got out, I can see.
Don't fuck it up.
No, it's already fucked. Like,
no, it's not.
No, I'm building right now. But what I'm saying is, yeah. Anyway, I can't really.
Hey, and the other thing is this right here. Look, there's gonna be setbacks. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be fucking stumbles, just like anything else in life. All right, we ain't gonna come out and fucking everything just gonna lay out for us. It's not gonna happen.
So that there you go. That's one of the problems. It did happen for me like that.
For me, it did too, though.
So
it was a lot of hard work. And you know what happened? Hey, Rob, you know where I fucked up along the lines? I got complacent. Right?
Yeah. So
I got complacent. And you know what happened? I didn't readjust my goals. After I knocked all these, I knocked all my goddamn goals out the park. Boom.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't have no goals. I didn't have no plan. I'm like, okay, now what? So I had to start readjusting shit. Okay, looking further down the road, looking at other shit, thinking outside the box, thinking past go.
I'm going to tell you, this is the first time since I've been out that I actually have a goal set up with framework, right? But I'm telling you, this since I've been out, this is the first time. But it's not gonna. There's too many things going against me right now. You know what I mean? And I'm not a victim, so I don't want to play that fucking card.
Right.
I'm just saying it's yeah. Go ahead.
There's always going to be things going against us when you got the goddamn federal government on top of your fucking ass. You know what I mean?
No, I'm so yeah. I gotta. Let's see.
But the other thing,
what happened? What happened with me is all that shit. What I was planning. I've got diaries. Let me tell you. Do you remember I was keeping journals in prison?
Yeah.
Look, Mike. I got them all right here. I just started going back and reading them. Jesus Christ! You know what I predicted. I'm going to be out within 2 to 5 years. Boom. I'm worried about this is happening with me and Marta. Boom. I'm worried about if I do this. Boom. I'm worried about me telling Marta that I use. Boom. Everything. Like it's right here. But this is the prophecies. Robert's prophecies. It's crazy, man. And it's like, wow. And what I did wrong, I had everything set up for me. I had big publisher. I had all of it set up. And I took a different route, and then my family gave me shit. And then I got into the whole real estate shit. That was like drugs. So I went straight from being a dope dealer, then became a writer in prison. And instead of doing that right when I got out to support myself, my friend gave me money from his nonprofit to think about furthering the nonprofit for 6 months. I never started writing. Marta comes here. I'm already drinking because I don't realize at the time that I'm having problems in society. And then I don't know how to deal with the whole. Then there's family, dude. I can go on wham, Cry River. But the one that really whacked me out, that they fucked me up, was the real estate stuff. Because it was like, all right, here. Then I got the banker. Okay, how much do you want? I need 150 grand. I'm going to do so. Okay, Rob, make the story good. That's what she literally said. And Marta's freaking out. Marta's like, what? You don't have a job. You know, get a job. Go to McDonald's. You know, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm gonna get $150,000 loan, you know? You know? And yeah. And then
I'm here, I'm listening, I'm just backing the car up.
But then that's where it was the real estate stuff when I'm so close to closing all these deals that never went through. And then it just then the drinking, drugs mixed a little bit, then the halfway house, and after the halfway house, you know. And I wish so I was in jail here in April. I wish two things. Well, it doesn't matter now. I'm here what it is. I hope I can just this is what I want to do right now. You know.
Here's another vehicle I got here, you know what I'm saying? It's actually for sale. It was one of them. I did somebody a solid and fucking helped them out, and they fucking reneged on their part of the deal, so I had to go fucking play repo man. Yeah, that's a fucking story in itself.
What is that humming? Mike wants to know what that humming is.
The humming. Oh, it's probably the car. I was just in the car for a second, fucking backing it up because I had pulled it up actually in front of my neighbor's house. I backed it up in front of my house. Fucking had to come out here. The sunroof was still open. Somebody got a mean ass thing. Let's see, yo,
Hugs and Biscuits is up the street, so I don't know if this is somebody local. I forgot. I forget who's who. That's funny though. Do I agree? No, I make the best pizzas around. I just haven't done it. I used to make it every Friday night.
Man, listen, we ain't talking about them fucking tortilla pizzas. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking
no. I started making them from scratch, Mike. No, I started making pizza from scratch. That's what we did every Saturday, every Friday night.
My audio is all kinds of noise. Does my audio still have all kinds of noise now?
No, I don't think so.
It's probably because I was in the car, man. But yeah, somebody's got a hell of a sound system, and I put a motherfucking mean ass sound system in it. That motherfucker shake the goddamn ground my truck with too. Hey, I'll tell you this one thing. Look, my neighbors, I guarantee. My neighbor across the street, right? He's military and shit. Him and his wife both are, and I think he's retired military, but he still has a job working up on the post. And He's probably in his, I'd say he's in his 50s, but good people, right? Here probably 2 months ago, they left their fucking garage door open. So I come outside and I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I send my son over there to go knock on the door. What's the rig for sale? It's a 2003 Volkswagen Jetta GLI with a turbo on it. Clean and clear title registered to me. It's a fast little motherfucker. It's fun, but it ain't my kind of shit, man. I'm an American guy. I like fucking American cars, American fucking trucks, American bikes. Made for Americans, by Americans, and fucking dogged by Americans.
That's old. That old school thinking. I hear you. No, I'm just saying that's like old school thinking.
No, I like American shit. I'm a fucking American, man. I don't agree with the fucking government, but I agree with this country. I agree with the people in this country, man. I agree with the motherfuckers who want to work hard, want to have decent shit, and want to be able to fucking, enjoy life. Not on no grand fucking scale, no celebrity type shit. Just a simple fucking life.
Look at this person. Let's get banged up. I don't know. Is he trying to talk about?
Lots of whores in Fort Smith. He's trying to get you to go do some bad shit. He's trying to get you to go back to prison. Yeah. Magilla Gorilla. Hey, look, I don't need no friends like you.
Yeah.
Hell of smoke of any kind, bro. Well, I'm in hell all the smoke I can right here. That's to help me see through the smoke. Right. Z71 Tahoe, yeah. Hey, my Avalanche is Z71.
What's
what? That's the only thing. That's one thing I really want to. That's what I'm focusing on moving into this next year. Is fucking quitting smoking, man. My son's been on my ass, but he's like, Dad, just quit smoking.
Dude, it's so expensive, man. Think about the money you save if you put it in the jar every time.
Look here, the old Z71. We can see it. Maybe no. Yeah, I don't know. Can you? But yeah, my Avalanche got the Z71 package on it. I had to whoever talking about my little ass shoes or some shit. Hell no, I ain't going back with you. Shit, you know what? I accept your phone calls. I'll send you a fucking email, but I ain't going back with you. I can't be a dad in prison. I tried it. It don't work.
Oh,
can't do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, McGill ain't like that. Cool. So this is what he's saying. Oh shit, where'd he go? My friends don't go down. Yeah, mine didn't either.
Hey, you know what? Mine didn't either because I kept my fucking mouth shut. Yeah. That Vortex V8, the best damn American motor there is. I don't know about that, but I don't know, man. I can't say it's got 220,000 miles on it, but I just had to tear it all the way down and put new lifters in it, man. And we honed the cylinders out while I was at it. New lifters. It's got the active fuel management shit in it, so it fucking sucks for real. But new lifters, head gasket, fucking valve cover gasket, intake, lowered, plenum, all that shit. And it's smoking. Now, it's starting to run, but it smokes like a motherfucker. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to put a new motor in it. And then take this one out and build it over the winter. See, I can do all that shit out here. I can't do all that shit in prison.
Right on. Tiny houses. You built that one. Well, the equivalent of a tiny house.
Yeah, hey, that's what my fucking neighbor said when he went down there bitching to the city about it.
Oh, I see. They tried to put that on you.
They really did. He went down there and fucking bitched to he's gonna tell my other neighbor, no, it's too big. No, there's no way. I'm not having it. This son of a bitch don't even live on my goddamn. Slant 6 was the best motor ever in the world. You ain't lying. 225 Slant 6 Dodge. Bulletproof. First truck I ever had. 1985 D150. Fucking Dodge pickup with a 4-speed with a 225 Slant 6. And I dogged that motherfucker. I went through fucking 2 clutches and then another time a pressure plate and throwout bearing. Then a whole nother transmission. And guess what? That motor was still going on fucking 5 cylinders. Had a burnt valve on a 6-cylinder. That motherfucker, dropped the valve, burnt valve, whatever you want to call it. Didn't keep compression. And that motherfucker still run, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa, he was a Mopar man. He was a Mopar man. He had an 82 Dodge Ram pickup, short wheelbase with a fucking 318 with a fucking Holly 2-barrel on that motherfucker, but it boarded and shit. That motherfucker was scream for just a 2-barrel.
I'm terrified to drink. I'm terrified to drink.
No, I'm not afraid to drink no beers,
No,
not at all. I got to drink. Matter of fact, hold on. You know what? I'm glad you said that because I'm slightly parched from all this motherfucking knowledge I'm dropping to you. There, McGill Gorilla.
I think he's so he's saying force me. I think he's clowning me. And by the way, I asked for alcohol restrictions.
You know what, Rob? Motherfuckers say what they want to. That's some man shit. That's some grown man shit. You know?
What's that?
Asking for fucking special restrictions of shit that you know is going to get you in trouble.
Well, I did it specifically to show Marta that I was serious. I mean, listen, no. I'm not upset about the alcohol. It's really right now what it comes down to, I'm getting the most pressure about, is I don't have a vehicle. The whole job issue, the job issue is the biggest one, okay?
And you know what? You're like me, man, because look, you got all that fucking time on your hands. Guess what?
Let me tell you, but wait a minute. That's the myth. That's the myth. I don't. Right now, all I'm doing is this. I don't know how to, I'm learning.
That's your job. That's your job. As long as you got something positive and constructive to occupy your fucking time, you'll be all right. You know, like me, you know, every time I relax, it's acting like under someone else's control. It turns out it's called meth gang stalking. Real shit. Hey,
you talked about this. You know about
Duke was telling me about that shit when I was in the joint, man. And I was like, I thought he was full of shit, right? And then I got out and actually started realizing and researching it, and they're like, that's an actual thing. I was like, damn. They wasn't that gang stalking me back in the day, but they worked for law enforcement.
Right.
Like right now, look, it's 12:40 at night, okay? And guess what? I'm out here coming to grab a couple things that I left out here on the fucking hood of the truck, right? And I'm not worried if the fucking police go by. You know why? Because I ain't fucked up. I ain't fucking tweaking. I ain't selling fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't got to fucking worry about it. They come up, they pull up on me right now. You know what I tell them? Hey, how you doing? What's your problem? Oh, you know what? See you later, officer. I ain't bothering nobody. Fucking beat it.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're clean, it's a trip. Like I've been doing well. I'm on and off right now. Like the night shift because I thought I was going to start working and then the car broke and all that shit. So I'm out there's sometimes I'm out at like 3 or 4 burning trash. You know what I mean? That's the truth. I can hear.
You know what's crazy is, hey, look, listen, what's it say? The spooks even point lasers at my place and hid behind the tinted windows SUV while jamming my internet Wi-Fi, breaking the Wi-Fi keys. Hey, I believe that, Cyrus. I didn't realize, man, how much, how fucking far their hand could really reach into shit. You know what I mean? On stuff until I started reading motherfuckers' paperwork. And I was like, God damn.
In the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, like, it's funny because there was an instance where me and my youngest set of twins, their mom, right? Man, look, I had cameras at my house back in the day when I was tweaking and shit, right? And them was to make sure what the fuck's going on as far as bad people, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucker try to rob me, you know, or the police watch me, who's pulling up to my house, that kind of shit. I got cameras at my house now for fucking strictly for surveillance to make sure when I ain't here, if something happens. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And
I'm not
back in the day, no, me and my ex-wife, right? We getting it on but I had a TV in the bedroom that had the cameras on it, right?
Yeah.
And I see this mother, and I mean, we're full-fledged butt-ass naked, getting it in. And I look up and I see this motherfucker walking up to the goddamn peephole. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, man, I jump out, little bitty old fucking little dick swinging, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, and ran outside, and this motherfucker takes off running. And I'm like, God damn. So then a couple nights later, I see a motherfucker, you know, and my old lady's like, man, you're fucking tripping. You need to go to bed. I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers is out there. She's like, you tripping. We ain't doing nothing. Which, I mean, I was doing something, but I wasn't as doing as much as they thought I was doing. You know what I mean? But it was enough that they was looking at me. So it doesn't make a fuck if I was moving a goddamn a fucking half a gram a day or I was moving a goddamn a ton a day. They was looking at me, so that point made. You know what I mean? So when I ended up getting fucking clipped, man, motherfucker said, oh yeah? He said, you know, all them nights you ran outside thinking, you know, that there was somebody out there? He goes, it was me.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers brought a goddamn stack of fucking papers. It looked like papers, but it was all photocopies of fucking pictures from nighttime, from daytime. And I'm like, fuck.
So, just Magilla Gorilla, no, I cannot. Alcohol is a condition.
It's one of the conditions of his release.
Yeah, it wasn't. But I wouldn't ask for it to be.
It was damn sure one of mine. That was one of the first things my PO told me. He said, you got a problem with alcohol and drugs? He said, you can't do no drinking. I said, okay, that's fine. I don't want to drink. I said, but he's like, you can't even have it in the house. I said, so you telling me if I happen to have a roommate and they want to have a beer or something, they can't do it? He said, nope. I said, so if I got 5, 6 motherfuckers over here hanging out watching a football game on a Sunday afternoon, they can't drink. He said, nope. I said, all right, fine. So I just go over to everybody else's house and watch football games. I didn't do no drinking, you know what I mean? I didn't start drinking again until about fucking about 3 years ago. So what does it say?
So the first day I got out.
Looking at that shit. Can't believe it's real. You started drinking the first day you got out.
I did. I got a beer. The guy was a preacher in Terre Haute. Marta met them and him and his wife. He picked me up because I was just spit out. It was just all of a sudden. And he bought me a beer with the pizza, but it wasn't no big deal. That was the first time I saw her on camera. I never had seen an iPhone. And I saw her in her face drop. That was the first image that she saw was me and a beer next to me. So that set the stage, you know what I mean? And what happened then is that night I went to a hotel and I didn't know how to turn on the TV. And I lost it. It gave me like a panic attack, anxiety attack. And then I had this card I didn't know how to use. And I had somebody help me, and it was at a.
You talking about the one? Hold on. You talking about
debit card? I never had a debit card.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Right now, mind you, this is my truck. Right, check this out. People think I'm fucking crazy. They can call me crazy, whatever the fuck they want to call me. But you know what? They ain't gonna be calling me for fucking count time. Look here, on the dash of my truck, right? Can you see that, Rob?
Is that your prison number?
That's the fucking ID that they gave me, the prison ID they gave me.
Yeah.
When I left. Yeah. That's the one when I left, right? Well, when I went back on my violation, I fucking sent my red one home, right? And because remember they were all red before they did with this color coded shit, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see. I think it's still in here. Hang on. Because I keep it as a fucking reminder. I keep that one on the dash as a reminder, you know what I'm saying? In case I get to thinking something fucking stupid. But not only that, I've also got one in my wallet. Right? The red one, I keep it in my wallet right behind my fucking debit card. That way, every time I pull that fucking debit card out, it's right there. So on a subliminal level.
I got one here. I got one up there. They're all my prison IDs.
Where in the fuck? I just seen that motherfucker the other day. But I just come across it. The little white debit card, man. The little white and blue debit card with your fucking face on it. Remember?
Yeah.
The one they give you when you fucking leave?
Yeah.
Yep. I still got both mine. I got the one from the first time and from the violation.
Yeah, I got 4 IDs from prison that I just were my property. Do you remember all that property? I had that legal work.
Yep, and then look. See what's on my fucking my mirror?
What is it?
My RDAP senior guide lanyard.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Shit, where's my thing? I have my MP3 player somewhere. I forgot where I attached it. It's somewhere back here.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. One of my best finds or deals, you want to call it, since I've been home, is this motherfucker right here. It ain't much, man. This whole pop-up camper, right? Dude, this motherfucker's the shit. It's got a stove in it. Yeah, dude, it's got a stove in it, refrigerator, fucking ice cold AC. It's got fucking microwave, queen size bed on one side, a fucking a full size bed on the other, and then it's got a twin area where you sit at, to eat. But the table flips up and turns into a twin bed. Let me tell you, man. Me and the old lady and the kids just spent a fucking week in that motherfucker camping in Sturgis and fucking the Badlands, Illinois. Yeah, and I told her, I was like, I could live in this motherfucker. She's like, yeah. I said, yeah. She goes, really? I said, Hell yeah, I can live in this motherfucker. I said, I lived in a goddamn phone booth for real for fucking many years. I lived in a bathroom.
That's right.
I said, shit, this motherfucker got a stove, refrigerator, 2-burner stove, refrigerator. I said, shit, I think I could live in this motherfucker. I just need to keep a couple books of stamps, in case I need to get some onions or bell peppers,
Yeah. So I've had a couple. The RVs I had were just for different reasons, but the last one I had was nice.
Hey, look, Magilla Gorilla. Hey, listen, when I got out the joint in Tennessee back in 04, right? I walked out that motherfucker. Walked out that motherfucker. Had about 13,000 waiting on me because I was selling big dope in that motherfucker before I left, right? Had about 13,000 waiting on me on the street. Brand new fucking Mustang. Went from my brother picked me up and we drove back to my house that I had, you know what I'm saying, with my partner of mine that I was staying with. He jumped in his car and went back to Nashville. I jumped in my I jumped in the driver's seat of that Mustang and went straight to Nashville. Went and got me a motherfucking room, paid it up for fucking 4 days, and called the plug. And sat there for about for a couple hours fucking gig doing cocaine. This was in 04. And dude, craziest thing, hey, look, my brother, I go meet up with him later on, and I said, man, I'm gonna take my nephew and shit to Chuck E. Cheese. So I take my nephew and his cousins and shit to Chuck E. Cheese. My brother shows up. We out there kicking. We getting ready to leave. I'm like, hey, bro, where you at, man? Where'd you park? He's like, right there by you. I was like, shit, your car ain't out there? The man shit done motherfucking got stolen. My first day out of jail. I'm like, I just did 5 years in the state, right? 5 calendars straight. And I'm like, man, I'm fucking high. I'm geeked. I've been smoking weed, been drinking a little bit. And he's like, oh, bro, I got to call the cops. I was like, shit, go right ahead. I'm out of here. I was like, man, get my nephew and these other little motherfuckers. I'll take them back to their mama. I'm not dealing with no police, bro. I was, you crazy as fuck. First day out. Hey, I went back to the hotel. Motherfucking had a couple of buddies come over. We had our fun. I leave the hotel for about a day and a half. I was in the motherfucker hiring a motherfucker. And then I got full-fledged with it. Was wide the fuck open for about a solid year, man. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go back to prison. I keep doing this, and just said fuck it and walked away from all of it. And that's how I ended up down here.
That's like, yeah.
And, hey, look, man, I woke up one day, man. I looked in the mirror, bro. I was doing cocaine all the goddamn time, just getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't living, man. I was just going through the motions. Every day was like fucking Groundhog's Day. Wake up about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, go run my fucking little restaurant that I had in the nightclub. You know what I'm saying? Sold dope out of that motherfucker. I sold more dope out of that motherfucker than I ever did food. You know? And when the fucking club is shut down, I go to the after hours. Go in that motherfucker, sell cocaine, get high, drink beer. About 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, shut it down, go home, go to sleep. Wake up 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, do it all over again. And I'm like, man, this ain't shit. You know what I mean? This ain't fucking living. And I woke up one day, I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, man, I don't want to keep doing this. So I said, fuck it. I called my mom and said, hey, man, I said, motherfucker, catch a room up there for, you know what I'm saying, a week or two until I can, make some things happen or whatever. She's like, you can always come up here. And I just went up there for a week, man, and came with my brother and his buddy down to Kansas City area and ended up meeting a chick. We went back to Iowa where my mom was living at, and I stayed there for like 3 days, and then that weekend turned around and came down here, and I've been down here since. That was in fucking May of 05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, when I first got out in April, I talked to you I remember I
yeah. What I was just talking about though, that was back in the day. That was in Tennessee. That was back in 2004. That was before I even went to the village.
Where were you? Were you living where you are now when I got out in 21?
Yeah.
With your mom or something?
No, my mom was living with me.
Oh, okay.
What happened was, my mom raised my youngest 2 kids, man, until they were 6, almost 7 years old. When I was in the joint,
right? That's right. And there's something with the old lady, and yeah, I remember now.
See, what happened was, me and their mom, we were going to be together. We was married and all that shit. We both took a Fed case. She had a 5-year sentence. They gave me 10. And then she got out, went to live with my mom, and she was just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never really, plugged in with the kids, man. She was like a big sister to her more than a fucking mom, And I hated it. Goddamn, dude. I'd be on the phone with my mom. She'd be bitching about fucking, my wife at the time. I'd be on the phone with my wife at the time. She'd be bitching about my mom. I'm like, fuck, man. And I told both of them, look, I said, y'all got to cut this shit out. Y'all motherfuckers, got to quit arguing. Y'all got to quit. Y'all got to come together. Because here's the deal. Y'all think, I told my mom, I said, you think you being tough, because you fucking mother hen got your claws in, because you've been raising these kids. And even though they're our kids, they're your babies because you've been raising them. I get that. But by the same token, that's their mom. Let her be a mom, and she didn't make it easy for fucking Angela. I know she didn't, so what happened was when I got out of the halfway house March 15th of 19. I got out October 17th of 2018. I got out of the joint, went to the halfway house. 5 months later, I got out of the halfway house, got my own apartment. And 3 weeks out of the halfway house, I bought the Harley. 3 weeks later, my son comes down because I wanted to wait until they was out of school. You know what I mean? So he comes down. 2 weeks later, my daughter comes down, and they've been with me since. And that was in fucking like May of 19. They've been with me over 4 years.
Okay, this is what I remember now. I got confused. I remember when you were still in with me, and your ex got out or whatever she was. She's living with your mom.
Right.
And then she was going out. Right? She went out with a girlfriend or something. I remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. That's what I was thinking. That's what happened.
She was half-ass fucking with a chick on the low. I picked up, but you know what I'm saying? She's like, no. I was like, whatever, man. But you know what? Fucked a lot of things. Fucked. Me and her should never even been together from the jump. That was just me being in a dark place, man. And she just happened to be there, and fucking shit happened. But she came to visit me. Remember, she came to visit me in a penitentiary, right? And we're sitting there and visit, and she, we're talking about this, that, and the other. And I told her, I said, now check this out, man. I said, you want to go have you some fun or whatever? Go right ahead. She's like, what? Let me see if I can get this. There we go. I said, you want to go fuck around and get you some dick? Go ahead. She's like, what? I ain't going to do no shit like that. I said, listen, I'm a realist, okay? Do I really think that you're going to sit here and you're going to keep your fucking legs closed from now until I come home? No. You're going to go fuck somebody. Go do it. Here's the rules. And I'm going to give you a pass. I ain't going to never bring it up. I ain't going to say nothing about it. I'm going to leave it be. I don't want to know who the fuck it is. I don't want him around my kids. I don't want him around my family. Don't fall in love. Don't run off and leave a motherfucker. And don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
That's simple. You know what she gonna tell me? How the fuck you gonna say you love me, but you gonna let me go fuck another man? I said, shit, how you say you gonna love me and you go fuck another man? At least I'm giving you permission now.
Yeah.
She said, so if I had got the amount of time you got, and you got the amount of time I got, so what you're saying is, would you have did it? I said, you goddamn right I would. I said, yeah, I'd probably go fuck off and go, once in a while go give me a shot of pussy. Yeah. But I'm not finna wife the bitch. I'm not finna bring her home.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And she couldn't believe that. She's like, how in the fuck?
Yeah. So, my situation.
But about to do it with moms, right? So the kids came down. They were with me. And I'm being a fucking single dad. I'm talking about getting them up, getting them ready for fucking daycare, getting daycare situated and going. You know what I mean? Working a full-time job, a part-time job, and raising 2 kids by myself. Just me and them. For 6-7 months. And my mom, she had some things going on up there. She really was she was a director of nursing at a spot, and she was having problems with corporate, of what they wanted her to do and what her vision and her beliefs and so on and so forth. There was conflicting, issues there. And I told her, I said, I'll tell you what, man, look, I'm in a position. I said, look, you been fucking Nana, mom and dad and everything for the past 7-8 years. So here's what you do. Come down here, live with me. I take care of everything. You know what I mean? And just sit back and relax and be Nana. Yeah. So that's what she did. Shit for about probably a year and a half. And we just, man, we was fucking, every time I'd say something to my kids, my mom had to say something. And I told her, I said, stop. Every fucking time. I said, you don't realize, man, look, you did what you were supposed to do. You did what you were supposed to do. You took care of them until I got home. I'm home. Now let me be their fucking dad. You know what I mean? So everything, man. I mean every fucking thing, dude. And it got to the point where we had a big ass fucking blow up, man. And I basically told her, I said, Mom, look, man, I never thought I'd say this, man, but you got to get the fuck out. You got to find somewhere else to live. Because and I probably did say it like that, probably a little bit worse because I was fucking heated when I said it. But it was getting to the point like it was affecting me in a real fucked up way to where it was affecting me. It was affecting my kids. It was affecting how my kids looked at me. How they didn't really respect me because they knew Dad's going to say something, but it ain't going to matter because Nana's going to bail us out.
That's right.
You know, and kids are fucking sharp. They see that shit, they'll use that shit against you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Them motherfuckers are vicious.
Yeah.
But
this is like lessons from Mike 101. Life lessons with Mike.
You know, and then what happened was she got her own place and everything. And I'll tell you what, man, things got a lot better because I didn't have her constantly in my ear, or I didn't have her constantly undermining every fucking thing I did or said. You know what I mean? And it got a lot better. And then when me and my lady moved in together, it got better. You know what I'm saying? And because I think a lot of it was my mom seeing, okay, they got a good positive woman in her life to fill that mother role, you know, and she kind of eased up a little bit. Once in a while, I got to catch her. I'm like, Mom, stop it, you know, but, dude, that was a fucking struggle just dealing with her all the time, you know, and I can't be a dick and be like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do it, because fuck, she raised them. I mean, I might have made them, but for quite a while, she raised them. Yeah. You know, that was her babies, in all truth and fairness. So, and I ain't gonna just completely disregard that, like she ain't shit. I mean, that's my mom. So, then what really fucked it up is when she got indicted, she went to fucking federal prison.
For what?
Not listening to her son.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
So, my mom's a nurse, right? Been a nurse since like 83, 84. Got all these fucking accolades, this, that, and the third. And she's looking at jobs and stuff, and she's like, Core Civic's hiring. I'm like, man, you don't want to go work there. It's CCA, right? She's like, what do you mean? She's like, hell, they're paying. And dude, I'm going to tell you what, they paid my mom fucking stupid money. Retarded amount of money. Like damn near, yeah, like about fucking $80 an hour.
What? At correctionals? Really?
She worked through a private agency. She didn't work for CCA. She worked through a private agency, nursing agency. You know what I mean? And that's what she made. I was like, what? Anyway, so she goes to work there, and I told her, I was like, Mom, this ain't gonna be good. You know what I mean? Because you are gonna end up. I know you have a heart, you have compassion, you have empathy, you have sympathy. You know firsthand because your son been through the shit. Okay? So therefore,
gonna eat her up.
And that's what I told her. I said, Mom, I said, they're gonna fucking eat you up. She's like, no, I know game, Michael. I know game. I've seen you run game and I've seen this and I said, Mom, you don't understand. This is a whole nother fucking animal. And she's like, whatever. And this is right about the time she'd been working there for a minute when I had to go do my violation, right? And I knew something wasn't right, man, just because, I talked for a little bit here and there and shit. And because mind you, my kids was living with my old lady. And man, she said something one day and I asked her, I said, you know what? I'm going to find out. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to find out. I was like, hey, Mom, you got a Cash App? She's like, yeah. I said, well, look, I said, I need you to do me a favor. I said, I need you to Cash App this money for these stamps for me. You know what I'm saying? And then you can get my phone from my old lady and just send it back to you. Why can't I said, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Send it and then I'll take care of it. It wasn't even about the fucking deal with the stamps. I just wanted to know that she had a Cash App. And if she had a Cash App, I knew what was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. Probably about 2 weeks later, I'm on the phone. I called her. She ain't been on the phone a hot minute. Well, you called it. You said it. You spoke it into existence. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Spoke it into existence. Yeah.
I got a friend. I said, oh, fuck. Bro, this motherfucker done got in my mom's ear. Done made her fucking feel like, goddamn it, the fucking princess, fucking whoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And done fucking ran game, done did this, did that. pulled her, straight cuffed her, dog. She took cell phones in, cigarettes. The only thing that she did listen to me is I told her, man, I said, look, Mom, every day before she leave, get ready to go to work, Mom, look, don't do nothing fucking stupid, man. You know what I mean? And I told her, I said, if you're going to do anything, don't do nothing. But if you're going to do anything, don't take no fucking drugs in there. Cigarettes is the fucking hustle, and it's legal.
Yeah.
You'll get by a lot. You'll get by with a lot less repercussions keeping it fucking cigarettes. That's the only thing she listened to me on. Because, you know, my mom, I mean, you can't tell me nothing. I know what I'm doing. I'm sassy. I'm this. I'm that. I said, okay, Mom. You talking to your fucking son who done did damn near close to a fucking decade in fucking federal prison. You know what I mean?
$80 an hour she was about. So, like, for real?
Bro, she made a little bit of money on the deal, on doing that shit, but she made way more fucking money than she would have ever thought about making with cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? She was making really good fucking money. Like, I seen some of her checks and shit. She's like, yeah, she's showing it off. I'm like, that's cool. You know, I was like, that don't really fucking impress me. That's no big deal. You know, it's money, Mom. Money ain't shit. I can make it. You know what I mean? I just don't make it as fast as I used to. You know what I mean? Because remember one thing, respect the probation officer, but don't let them turn you into a fucking Pee Wee Herman. I know that's right. And I'm gonna tell you what, all bullshit aside, my probation officer, I tip my hat to that man. That man did everything to help me, counseling, shit like that. If I wanted parenting classes, all that shit, man. Extended aftercare that I wanted, like you, for my safety net, because I felt like I needed it to establish my foundation. You know what I mean? Because for real, man, that whole doing the right thing, going to work every day, paying your bills on time, staying out the streets, staying off the dope, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, that was all new to me. I was learning how to be a fucking normal person. So I wanted to have the right things in place to lay that foundation. And it's just so sad. It took me to about fucking damn near 40 years old to get there, you know? But she lets this motherfucker get in her ear, and she's in love, she's this, she's that, you know? And fucking 2 federal agents show up at her door. No, she gets ready to go to work one night, and they're, you know, doing routine or you know, pop-up check, you know what I mean? And basically they sent her home because she had a couple phones in the truck and like 2 or 3 different packs of cigarettes in a bag or some shit. And they didn't take anything from her. They just seen it and they just raised suspicion. It was already on her, I guess, right? And it raised suspicion or whatever. They sent her home. A day or two later, a couple federal agents showed up at the house talking about, we need to speak with you and all this and that. And she's like, well, I need to get an attorney. So she got an attorney, and her and her attorney went down there and fucking, they asked her some questions, and she was basically, you know, my mom, Miss Do Good, did you take stuff in? Yeah. She admitted to it. You know what I'm saying? Talked her ass right on into a fucking indictment.
Is she in right now?
No, she's at home. She's at home, like at home. But they, this all happens right as I'm about to come home. And I'm like, man, I want to catch a case and go in there and fuck this dude up. But I don't want all the repercussions to happen, you know, do all that goddamn time. So I come home, she ends up getting indicted, goes for arraignment, all that shit. And dude, I was there at a court date, all that shit. She need to go to her attorney, make sure she got to her attorney, everything. Sentencing, the whole 9. You know what I mean? And I told her, I said, Mom, you're going to jail. She's like, no, I'm not. My attorney said this. I said, man, let me explain something to you, okay?
For sure.
They look at you as a fucking outcast, okay? You were one of them.
Yep.
When I say that, you were one of the law enforcement, even though you're a nurse, you're not trained in all that shit that they're trained in. You were still one of them. You were one of the good guys. You let a bad guy talk you into being a bad guy, so now you're a fucking bad guy. Not only that, you're a fucking traitor because you went against the grain.
Yep.
They hold you to a higher standard because you are a fucking professional.
Yeah.
And because of all the fucking accolades you got with your shit, you're not a fucking idiot. So they're like, why in the fuck? She surely knew what the fuck she was doing.
So females, they also, I will say this, and that's from talking to, I can't tell you, well, I'm not going to say. So I've had a couple of CEOs from Terre Haute reach out to me, like whistleblower type shit. And they said that females don't usually get knocked. When they get them, they just ask them to leave. You know, generally they don't want to indict them, but it's different. It's different counties or different areas.
So here's why. Here's the thing. The unfortunate part for my mom was, at the time, the feds were already doing an investigation in there because there was a lot of K2. There was a lot of fucking other drugs.
Yeah.
They had a couple people OD in there. They were already invested. They're like, okay, how in the fuck are they getting this shit in?
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So, and you know, like I know, like everybody else knows, and like half the world don't want to admit, we know where most of it comes from.
Yeah, guards.
If you read the fucking newspaper, you Google it, every fucking day there's a fucking CO, a food service staff, a goddamn maintenance worker. There's some fucking body who works for the system that's been indicted for fucking introduction of contraband.
Yeah.
Okay, it happens every fucking day. Just like look at that bitch last year or 2 years ago, the Casey Smith bitch or whatever the fuck her name was. That dude talked the fucking head jailer into walking him out of that motherfucker. Goes and sells her house, goes on his goddamn fucking week and a half, 2 week fucking whatever, and ends up getting fucking kills herself because she knows she's about to go to fucking jail. But this motherfucker done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens. Okay. And I told my mom, I said, I hate to say this, man, but you fit the fucking mold. Okay. Older, vulnerable, white woman. It's like throwing fucking chum in a goddamn well. I mean, a fucking shark pit.
Yep.
And I told her, I said, Mom, you do not read. And she's like, oh, whatever. I said, Mom, you don't understand. These dudes, man, that's what they do. They read all kinds of shit on fucking manipulation, gaslighting. Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, I used to write letters back in the, oh shit, there you go. Well, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and cut off. We've been on a long time, you guys. Yeah, we've been on a long time. Thank you guys for sticking around. There's been quite a bit of you. 60 still in the chat. I'm tired, to be honest. Mike will be back on. Thank you guys for hanging around. Donate to the channel if you guys want. Not, I'll see you guys soon. Later, Joe.